last week.
We're starting. Saturday nights, we have 8 hours until week 6 officially kicks off. If you don't want to count that Thursday night game, which wasn't really a football game, that was a rapage, right, Ray?
Oh yeah, that was Cam Scadaboo's true coming out party, man. The meatheads
Ray. Also,
the G-men.
That's meatheads running wild. Big Ray, welcome to the show again. You saw him last Saturday night. Cruz, we have Leafy, we have Mark, that might be it so far. Cruz, you are correct, man. Those lines have changed. I got Ladd McConkey 4.5 receptions at -120. That's got to be 5.5 now because Quentin Johnson might not play. So that's some breaking-ish news. He's questionable on the wrong side of questionable apparently with a hamstring. And then Justin Fields' line I got at 30. I'll put him up here for you, Cruz. If you could find one that's similar to these. I do like all these. Justin Fields has gone up to 44.5. And then Brian Thomas is only at like 60. So I still do like the Brian Thomas line at where it's currently at. But the other ones have definitely gone up. Cruz, are you in? I don't know if Cruz is still in here, but are you in the Discord? If you're in the Discord, you'll get the plays as I make them. So you'll get the actual lines. I don't release the actual betting show about a day later until I get all of them together, but usually I'll get a couple of those in a day or two early. Anyways, we got Big Ray in the house. We're talking everything NFL, fantasy, start-sit decisions. What do you think of those bets, Ray?
If Quentin's out, Ladd's going to go crazy. So, it's, because it's always about the opportunity with anybody, with fantasy, for me at least, it's a huge thing. So if he's out, that's a no-brainer for me.
Damn it, we're having these audio issues again. Did you tail him last week, Ray? Did you tail the bets last week? I don't hear him. He's fading in and out. Caden, should I start Sutton over Debo?
I said, yeah. I'm sorry. Yes, I did.
You made some money.
Yep.
We went 7-1 last week, Big Ray. Killing.
Yes,
Caden, you should probably start Sutton over Debo. I'd say if Debo was 100% healthy with no McLaurin, maybe Debo, but Sutton, I know he's got Sauce Gardner on him. I don't care. Cortland Sutton's almost a must start right now. He's a top 20 guy. Would you agree, Ray?
Yeah, I got Sutton in 2 leagues. He's starting for me, and plus on top of that, Sauce Gardner has seemed to be, he got paid and he's been awesome, but this year he's been a little iffy. So, I'm rolling with Sutton. Debo's been great. I'm just a huge guy where, I don't draft players who have a huge huge injury history. Because I've had Debo in the past and it's just been a pain. But he's been killing it right now. But
he has been.
I would still roll with Sutton just because Sutton's number 1 there. So
there's two things about Sauce Gardner. Pickens had that pretty nice long touchdown last week, but if you take that away, it was a bad week. And the one problem with starting guys against Sauce Gardner, this is why I think Sauce Gardner is terrible, is he gets a lot of pass interference calls on him because he's so handsy. And unfortunately, you don't get fantasy points for those. But I think that they know how important Sutton is for them, and they're going to move him around. And I think if they play him in the slot a little bit, he won't be covering him then. So I'm not crazy worried about the Sutton Sauce matchup. I just think that they're going to be having a lot of opportunities in the red zone, and Sutton is just like so likely to score a touchdown. And I guess we'll see. I mean, I'm just a little scared from Debo's. If Debo is healthy, is Debo like 100% healthy? I think right now he's more likely to force the play because without him, they have nobody, bro. They have nobody.
Right. Oh no, I mean you're not wrong. And to be honest, I'm more worried about the same game matchup on the opposite on the switching the teams around because I have Garrett Wilson in our league in XFL, and he's going against Patrick Surtain. So I mean, Wilson's been pretty good this year. He's had one bad week. Otherwise, he's gotten like over 15 points in our league in a half PPR. So I mean, happy with him as my wide receiver too, but there's a good chance he could put up a dumper compared to Sutton. You know what I mean? So
right.
Because
Patrick, the nice thing is that Garrett Wilson plays the slot a lot, so like that's nice.
Correct.
But Patrick Surtain is the best corner in football, and he's got a quarterback that's not really a quarterback. So, but again, you get garbage time, baby, and you know what? I kind of sneakily like the Jets in this game. It sounds crazy to say, but I mean, we've seen a terrible beat up 49ers team beat the Rams. We just saw the Giants win by 3 scores against the Eagles. Granted, they were at home. And this is an overseas game. A lot of crazy shit happens. And this is the Jets season. Now, I don't know what that means because their season's already over. I mean, they have no hope. But if they lose this game, like their season's officially over. Like over.
Yeah, no, if you're 0-6, there's zero anything happening. So
yeah, 0-6. Caleb, it's crazy how I look forward to seeing you live after just randomly coming across your live. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you. Kind words. I love that. Should I start Zay Flowers or David Montgomery and flex? What's the scoring on that? Because if it's full PPR, I'm starting Zay. If it's half, I'm probably starting Montgomery.
Yeah, especially because they're at KC. It's gonna be a grinded out game, I feel like. So Montgomery's he's a grinded out guy. He's gonna if anybody's getting a touchdown, I mean, I don't know. I know Gibbs has a good chance to get a touchdown too, but because he's awesome. But I mean, he might be a good play just to be. I don't know what his. I'm not. I haven't looked at his odds, but I mean that could be a good. Just throw a little cash on that because I mean, again, I think it's gonna be a grinded out game, and I think that Montgomery has a good chance to be able to score this game. But I'm with you with full PPR. I'm going definitely Zay Flowers.
Mark, is the audio coming through all right on the stream here? Just let me know if everything's good. We had some issues last time with Ray. It's hard for me to tell. It looks fine on my end. Caleb says half. Yeah, so it's David Montgomery. AJ, full PPR, Dobbins or White? Ooh,
White.
Dobbins with that juicy matchup. Dobbins had a juicy matchup against the Jets, but Rashad White in full PPR, I think you have to because he's gonna have 4 or 5 catches, right?
Again, I had both these guys in our other league in Balls Deep, so I'm starting both of them. But if I'm choosing one in full PPR, I mean Dobbins does get some catches, like that, like he doesn't get any. So, I think that, God, it's hard. I mean,
I'm going White. I'm going to go with the PPR running back in this situation.
I would still say White though because again, like White with no Bucky, and plus he has a receiving role with Bucky around. So I'd go with White.
Ray, you're getting choppy again. It's like really sped up on my end. What did you do last time to fix it? Do you remember?
No.
Yeah, no. Mark says Garden Gnome a drop again. Garden Gnome. I'm gonna play the clip right here just because it's too fucking good not to play. Garden Gnome is Kyler Murray on this channel.
Don't pee on me, know what I'm saying? No, I'm saying. No, don't do it. No, I'm saying.
Yeah. Who's your other quarterback? You got 4 bench spots with Harvey, Coleman, Robinson Jr. and Kyler. Who's your starter, Mark? I think you told me this before. My bad if I forgot, but yeah, I mean he's probably not playing this week. It appears he's not playing.
Right.
So
yeah, I mean,
golf.
You can't tell I'm definitely playing. I'm playing quarterback game in our league for Balls Deep because.
Well, that's a 2 quarterback. That's the difference. Yeah, drop him, Mark. Get the Garden Gnome out of here, man. Get him out of here. Let me see if there's anything I can do from this. This might work. Yeah, I don't know. Sucks. It got better last time towards the end. Oh, not towards the end, but like after 15 minutes. But anyways, I'm gonna put my bets up again for those that just joined. It's weird. It's like it speeds up. It speeds up. So here's the bets just for y'all. You want to tail. They have changed. That's why if you're not in the Discord, you guys got to get in the Discord to get these bets. Get these bets in real time. Therefore, that you'll get the odds I have here. They've changed. Justin Fields is up 7 yards. Brian Thomas is only at 60. Ladd is going to be at 5.5 receptions, which I still don't hate with Quentin Johnson probably missing, but like 4.5 at minus 120 is the money spot. Right now, last I saw it was at minus 140, which I'm not really into doing that. I hope so, man.
I like it.
He has to.
I like it, Andre.
He has to, right? I thought he was going to. Yeah, I think it's better. I thought he was going to do it even with Quentin Johnson playing, but what's going on, Andre? Leafy says, should I play McMillan or Diggs this weekend?
Yeah.
I think full PPR, you have to play Diggs. He's getting 7 catches.
Diggs, I really do think that. I think that Diggs and May connections heating up right now because May realizes that Diggs is at least a good enough route runner to be able to be where he needs to be. Maybe he's not as quick and agile as he used to be, but I don't know. At least I think he's a good receiver.
Right. Yeah. I'm gonna boot you real quick and then try to rejoin from that same link I sent you. Maybe that should be better. Or just back out, actually, so I don't want to kick you and have it accidentally ban you. There we go. He'll be back. Mark says, is there any random guy on the wire you see popping off? One of those. Looks like I'm losing QJ this week. That's all we do around here is we're for the people here. It's just me for now. But what do you got? Lay it on me, bro. Random guy on the wire I see popping off. Well, Sterling Shepard, Mark. If Sterling Shepard's available. Not just for this week, but Chris Godwin. It appears Chris Godwin's going to the IR. That's another injury there. It's not the same injury, but it is the leg again, the same leg, and it's a week-to-week injury. They said week-to-week, so I think Sterling Shepard is, especially in a PPR. Sterling Shepard is almost not a must start. I think he's a top 35 play. Yeah, I would start Sterling Shepard over Io Manor. What's up, Ray? How's it going?
Good.
All right. Hopefully this is better. McMillan. Yeah, I think we're on the yeah, Andre, that Cubs game was rough. I actually did watch it. I was out at a bar. I would play Diggs over McMillan in full PPR, but I would play if it was half PPR, I'm playing McMillan. Zawoopi, start 2. I need huge upside. My opponent has Scat and Goddard, so he has 50 points. Okay, I get your question here in a second, Caleb. He's got Mason Taylor, Darren Waller, Shakir, Jamison Williams, Trey Tucker, Bourne. So it's Jamison Williams. You need upside. It's Jamison Williams for sure. And then we'll assume this is full PPR. You see 50 points from Scat and Goddard. Scat had 31 in PPR. Goddard had 19. Okay, so it's full PPR. I would say maybe Williams and Shakir or Williams and Bourne. The thing is, if you have no, it's half PPR. Okay, so Jamison Williams for sure needs to be in your lineup, and then either Shakir or Bourne. You agree with that, Ray?
Yes, 100%.
And I think that the thing is, if Juwan Jennings is not playing, it's Bourne and Jamison Williams for sure. If Juwan Jennings has a good report and he's playing and it doesn't seem like he's going to be limited, it's probably Shakir and Jamison Williams. But like the answer is Jamison Williams and then Bourne or Shakir. Well, the Eagles defense fucked everyone because the Eagles just they scored 2 points or 0 depending on your settings. So I wouldn't play Waller. I mean, the touchdowns won't be there for. I mean, he's got 3 touchdowns in 2 games. So if he doesn't get in the end zone, what are you getting from Waller? He's a tight end. I mean, Jamison is a 2-catch, 100-yard and a touchdown guy if it goes well, and maybe more. Be a shootout, possible shootout there with KC in Detroit. So, and he's due, man. He's due. I might play that number. That might be one of my bets on Sunday Night Football. So Mark says I can drop Kyler, pick up Io Manor or Sterling. Io Manor rest of the season, but Sterling in the short term. So if you have to start someone this week, I want to Sterling Shepard over Io Manor. Ray, do you agree with that?
Sterling Shepard. Yes, yeah, I would go with Sterling for sure.
You got no Godwin. They use Kate Otten to block a lot in these situations. Andre has a team with Buka, JSN, Buka. God damn it! I don't know what's going on with this audio. It sucks. I don't know. I feel like you did something different. Did you start off with the earbuds last time, Ray?
Oh, look at me. I'll come back.
Andre has a team with Puka, JSN, Buka. That's pretty pure, dude. Puka, JSN, and Buka. Puka, Buka, JSN. That's what's up, man. Not a problem, bro. Subscribe, get on these streams, man, every fucking night. Yeah, that's what I thought, Mark. That's why I got Mark in here. Mark's my my saving grace angel. Saving grace angel. Yeah, Leafy, I'd probably do that. Yeah, QJ, not looking good for QJ. Probably smart though, dude. Why play the guy if he's got a hammy? You know, like we don't like doing that. But Swift does get a lot of catches. He hasn't this year, but he's a good receiving back. So that's the only difference there. Should you trade Debo and Worthy for Breece Hall and Devontae Smith? Breece Hall and Debo are pretty close. Worthy, I would probably do that because I'm not as low on the Eagles as most. So you're getting Rashee Rice back next week, so that hurts Worthy. Worthy's already banged up. Debo's banged up. McLaurin will be back. I think you're selling high on Debo, so I think I would do that, man. It's close though. It's not like a slam dunk. I think I would do that. Ray, Debo and Worthy for Breece Hall and Devontae Smith. You doing that trade?
What was it again?
Damn it, it's the same shit. Fucking sucks. My boy Mark said you switched your headset last time.
Yeah, that's what I got on right now.
Oh, okay. It seems a little better. Debo and Worthy for Breece Hall and Devontae Smith.
Debo and Worthy for Devontae Smith. No. Oh, and who? And Breece Hall?
Breece Hall, yeah. What's up, Turgay?
I mean, I guess, do you really need a running back? Clearly, I mean, if you do, I would do it. Or no, yeah. Or if you don't, if you need, yeah, I mean, yeah, if you need a running back, do it, man. Like, yeah, I mean, I would, yeah, I would do it. I mean, again, I'm not the biggest Debo believer because he's a great player. He gets hurt, so he's bound to get hurt. I mean, I'm bank on it. I promise you. Unfortunately, it's week 6. He's gonna get hurt. Worthy, Rice is coming back. I mean, I'm going. I mean, I have had Devontae Smith in the past, and Breece Hall. I mean, I'm doing it if you need a running back. Let's just leave it at that. If you need a running back, do it.
That's the thing. Yeah, if you need a running back, must-win situation. Pick one full PPR. Mason Taylor, Andrews, Evan Ingram. I mean, it can't be Andrews. It can't be Andrews in full PPR. It can't be. It's got to be Mason Taylor. Sucks. It's not a good situation, but I mean,
Mason Taylor, dude, he's up and coming, man. Like. He's building right now. I mean, he's basically he is a wide receiver too, right for them right now. So, plus Justin Fields does all his tight ends just to dump it off for nothing.
Should I risk it? No, Caleb. Just wait for QJ to be ruled out, and then put him on your IR, man, and then pick up somebody so you don't have to drop somebody. But you can't risk it and get a 0. No, I want Sterling. I want Sterling over Mims, Mark. I mean. I think this is a Troy Franklin game. Mims is so hard to predict. Like, give me the number 2 with Baker Mayfield. Like, give me that. Damn it, it's better. It's all over the place. Devontae Adams will definitely do good this week. I'm in Ravens. Had been a fluke. The whole offense. The Rams are out for blood. So, again, we've seen some crazy upsets, but I feel like that's a smash, right? Ooh, look at this one. Hope Derrick Henry gets a rushing TD, maybe a passing TD, wishing for too much, I guess. Yeah, man. It's all about the offense. Like, it's not Derrick Henry's fault. His besides the fumbles, which are not sticky, his hands have not been sticky, clearly. But it's Derrick Henry has issues right now because the Ravens offense. And if they can't get in the red zone, they can't get in the other team's fucking inside the 40-yard line. Derrick Henry is neutered because he's not catching passes. He doesn't catch passes. So I think you still got to start Derrick Henry unless you like. I would start Rico Dowdle over Derrick Henry. I would start Rashad White over Derrick Henry, but I'm not starting like, Travion Henderson over Derrick Henry or anything like that. You agree with that, Ray?
100%. Right now, Derrick Henry, I mean, he might be hitting that wall in his career, but at the same time, it's just a perfect storm for everything to be going downhill for him right at the moment. So, but at the same time, he's still a touchdown machine. So,
and better days ahead. This is a 1 week thing. There's a bye week, week 7. He'll be fine once the offense gets better. Turgis says, great day. Just coming back from watching my first football game in a stadium. A&M destroyed the Gators. Heyo, college football's fun live, man. Shepard over Worthy this week. I wouldn't go that far, bro. I would still start Worthy over Shepard. I'm not going to get cute. We're just talking like over Io Manor and guys like that. Give me the PPR scam and Shepard that should have 4 or 5 catches. But like Worthy can take any play to the house. He gets rushing. He gets some rushing work. Like, give him some end arounds. So let's stick with Worthy. My thing was Brian Thomas over Worthy, just because Worthy's injury right now. He has 2 of them. He still has a shoulder he's dealing with, and he has an ankle. So that's 2 ways he could leave this game. And the Lions are a pretty physical defense. So back to fantasy football. I lost half my team to injuries. I need 1 running back: Isaiah Davis, Vidal, or Corum. It's not Corum. You know what? Vidal has the upside. Like, there's a chance Vidal ends up taking 40%, 50% of the snap share this week. But Isaiah Davis is going to get 35%. We know that. So I think I'm going to go Isaiah Davis to be safe. If I'm a heavy underdog, I'd probably go Vidal. Is that right, Ray?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think who knows with the whole the Chargers running back situation. It's we can be told one thing. Who knows with that? So yeah, I'd go Isaiah Davis.
I think they're going to give Haskins the first shot because he's a Michigan guy and he's the steadier of the players. And right now with that offense, especially without Quentin Johnson, the offensive line beating up, they're going to go with a steady guy. And here's what I do know. Hassan Haskins is a solid ass pass protector. Vidal struggles in that department. So you already have missing offensive linemen. You think they're going to throw out Vidal for 60% of the snaps with Justin Herbert, who's actually healthy right now for the first time in 3 years. Their only hope is to keep Herbert healthy. If Herbert goes down, this team's not winning 8 games. So like that's why I'm starting Haskins in some leagues and I did not pick up Vidal.
Right.
Andre, I guess elite tight ends were not the wave this year. Fergie and Warren and Kraft is doing well. Kraft's points aren't doing great because he had a bye week already. But you have Kraft, you have Goddard. Like the guys that you drafted later are killing right now. Not to mention your Theo Johnsons, Mason Taylors of the world. Those guys, Waller, they're going to be more inconsistent. But it appears to me Fergie, Warren for sure, and then Dallas Goedert is awesome. Like he's awesome right now.
Yeah, he'll be a must start for me in XFL going forward.
I feel like Trey McBride will have his day though. Trey McBride he's not a total bust. He should still be fine. He hasn't been living up to his draft price. Brock Bowers definitely a bust. Sam Laporta is probably gonna be a bust at where you drafted him. He's been a bit low. Derrick Henry that I consider starting Haskins, Travis Hunter, even Judy. No, I would not do any of those things. You're still starting Derrick Henry, bro.
No, Derrick Henry's must start over those guys.
Mark, I'm 4-1. I think I'm going to lose. I had Eagles defense and Theo. I'm not sure if I should take Sterling. Should I take Sterling for the hope, maybe win, or Io Manor? I think a long run. I know, like you're in a bad situation this week. I'm just going to go with whoever gives me the best chance to win and most likely scores the most points. Yeah, Io Manor might have a bigger ceiling, but you can't tell me he has a better chance to score a touchdown than Sterling Shepard. I believe Sterling Shepard had a tutty last week. So Baker Mayfield's going to throw 2 times as many touchdowns, most likely, than Cam Ward. So give me Sterling Shepard.
Same here.
Patriots defense. Wait till next week and just find whoever has the matchup against the Saints or, against the Titans. I don't know who the Patriots play off the top of my head. right now. Ryan D, what's going on? David Njoku or Mason Taylor full PPR? This one's pretty easy for me. It's David Njoku. I mean, I know Mason Taylor's been killing it, but David Njoku is an established player, and the rookie quarterback there, Dylan Gabriel, is just going to throw to tight ends and running backs the whole time.
Yep.
Sven, good call. Jacoby is 6'4", so we should be able to spot him. I'm going to play it again. Every time we talk about the Garden Gnome, we got to play the Garden Gnome clip here.
Don't pee on me, know what I'm saying? No, I'm saying. No, don't do it. No, I'm saying.
Caleb, Romeo Dubs is the number one there, man. Like, it's pretty apparent. Definitely the last week they played week 4. But Romeo Dubs is the red zone option there. He is the third down option there. They don't trust Matthew Golden. So until the rest of the guys get back, Romeo Dubs is almost a must start. He's a wide receiver 3. You agree with that, Ray?
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with what he asked or commented about, because I'm a huge person with opportunities, targets. That's a huge thing for me. And Romeo Dobbs and just any Green Bay receiver doesn't get that many. But right now, what you just said before, if you really don't have that many better options, he's definitely a good wide receiver 3 start, no doubt.
Garcia, you're running with Chase Brown, bro. Like, over the options you're talking about, Troy Franklin. Like, Chase Brown might have 7 catches this week. He did last week with Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco can't move. He's going to dump the ball down. The offense should be better. I know it's a tough matchup, but it's dirty. It sucks, but like so does picking up a waiver wire wide receiver. I'm not going that route.
No, you start Chase Brown.
Damn it. Ray, do you want to try to enter one more time and maybe it'll work? It's still super choppy. Unplug your headset. You can't hear me now. Andre, it's DJ Moore must start this week over Pittman or Flowers. Not over Pittman, bro. I would maybe start him over Flowers. Here's the thing. Right now, DJ Moore's number in Vegas is 41 yards receiving. That is just so low. I like the betting on that over, but that's not really a ringing endorsement on his fantasy prospects this week. I think he has a chance to have a big game coming out of the bye. They might try to include him more because it's been rough. So it's not a must start. I would maybe start him over Flowers. I think I still want Flowers though, but definitely Pittman. Pittman's a stud. He's a number fucking 13 receiver right now in fantasy. Yeah, for sure, Mark. That's what it is. Sterling for short term, 1 or 2 weeks, and then Io Manor is long term, right? When Cam Ward actually starts playing football, that's the way to go about it. Trade Henry for Genty, full PPR. Yeah, I'd rather have Genty than Henry. Ray, Genty or Henry? Genty is easy. That's what we want to do there. Fuck, I don't know why this is. It was fine last week, honestly. I just don't know. It doesn't seem to be your internet. I mean, maybe it is. Is your internet slow right now? Blaze, need one full PPR. Flournoy, Sean Tucker, Fannin, or Shepard. It's Shepard or Fannin for me. Full PPR, Shepard or Fannin. You have a preference there, Ray?
Probably Shepard.
Yeah. Fannin, I like Fannin's chance to score a touchdown. Not the hardest matchup for him. They're using him a lot, but I'm definitely going to go one of those two guys. That's what I'll tell you for sure. I don't know about which one of them, but I know it's one of the bottom two. Shepard's safer. Fannin's got more upside. Fannin probably has more chance at a touchdown, which is crazy. I'm saying that about a Browns player. Ooh, this shirt looks fucking flashy on the screen. Call it flashy. Thanks for that ass whooping last week, Ray. Again. Fucking A.
You're welcome.
Yeah, nothing I can do when I have no players anymore. My team was so stacked with Ibuka. To make the trade. Fucking stupid ass neighbors. So gay. That hurts, man.
Get your ass kicked.
Yeah, well, I don't have a quarterback. I don't have a wide receiver 3. Derrick Henry might as well not even be playing. He sucks right now. But hey, I would have won that trade, honestly, as good as Ibuka's been doing. Like, because Jordan Mason with the bye and then now him fumbling, like Jordan Mason seems like kind of a nothing. Not a nothing, but like in that shallow league, Jordan, it was just essentially Ibuka for neighbors, which I would make that in a heartbeat right now, even.
Right.
So it was a good, the theory was right behind the trade.
Yeah, your intentions were right, but
yeah, it didn't end up working out for me though. Would you trade Jamar Chase for Josh Jacobs and DK Metcalf? Yeah, I want
again,
Jacobs and Metcalf.
Again, if you need a running back, yes. Like, yes.
I would still do that either way because.
But the thing, well, yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. You're getting a receiver, wide receiver one, and a running back one in return. So,
like, not talking about cross positions, but I would probably rank Jacobs and Jamar Chase right next to each other in season long. So you're getting a free DK Metcalf. That's the way I'm looking at it. And I don't like usually being the guy that gets two, but you're getting an equal 1-for-1 almost in Jamar and Jacobs. Yes, I'd probably rather have Jamar Chase in full PPR, but running backs are hard to come by right now. And you're getting DK Metcalf, who's a top 16 wide receiver. Pollard or Carter from Connor? Probably Carter, bro.
Carter. He got me 15 points to beat you last week.
Fuck you. If Tajay Spears wasn't back, it'd be Pollard for sure. But now you have, Tajay Spears, and he's probably only going to play 25% of the snaps. But that's, Pollard was living on the fact he was playing every snap and still not doing that great. And it's a nice matchup they have against the Raiders. But give me Carter. I mean, it could be weird. I don't think it's gonna be DeMarcado. It could be Bam Knight for all we know.
Right.
Full PPR, Henderson, Troy Franklin, Harold Fannin, or the Glock sitting on my dresser. Not that one. We want to keep you alive.
We're going to leave the last option out.
Dude.
I'm probably going Trayvon Henderson, I think, against Ed. They're at New Orleans, and he has, he's the receiving back out of two of him and Stevenson. So he has a chance to maybe finally pop off.
Old school. I never told you to drop T. Higgins. Although after last week, it doesn't look like that bad of a call, but I would never have told you to do that in a deep league. T. Higgins will still be okay. He'll still be at least like a top 40 receiver. We're not in the business of dropping top 40 receivers. Lukey Fresh, should I start Pittman or should I wait to see if Debo is playing on Monday? Pittman. I want to start Pittman almost over Debo anyway. Folks, Pittman is number 13 in PPR points this year from wide receivers. So, like, he needs to be in every lineup. And if Alec Pierce is still coming off kind of a little injury, it's Pittman season, man. Like, he's not a sexy play, but he's still a top 24 play every week. What's going on, CK? I think you need to get some insurance there and pick up Luke McCaffrey or even Lane. Pick up Lane if you have to. Who are your other options? I would rather just wait and try to pick up somebody. Or you can wait till Monday night if he's ruled out, then pick up McCaffrey if no one's going to block you. Oh, traded Pickens for Buka today. What are your thoughts on that, Ray? Oh, no, sorry. It's Pickens for Jutkins. Pickens for Jutkins.
I was gonna say, again, I mean, if you're in the territory of needing a running back, then yeah, the Jutkins, he's gonna. I love that the rest of the season's value and what he's gonna do. So he's a stud. I mean, Pickens is doing pretty good, but if you have depth to be able to trade, and need a running back, it's a good trade.
What's going on, Unique? Do you think Jamar Chase plays with an illness? I think so, mostly because it was reported on Friday. So, like, you got 2 days to get right. This is their season, right? Like, they're 2-3. Like, if they lose this game 2-4, good fucking luck. They will lose, but
so as far as I know, he's playing. So I don't have any worries about that.
Fake says Isaiah Davis with the Breece Hall trade rumors, or Jaden Blue is a clear RB2 and handcuff. I think it's Isaiah Davis because the trade rumors for sure, and then they're probably going to bring someone else in there in Dallas. So they don't trust Jaden Blue. Clearly, he was inactive the first 3 weeks. So that tells you all you need to know. Currently, as constructed, I see the idea of Jaden Blue, but Isaiah Davis has the exact same situation, just a worse team, right? I don't trust Jaden Blue, man, and They have other guys there. Phil Maffa is there. That's a rookie they drafted. He's a huge dude, a banger, and they'll bring in a veteran. So I'm going Isaiah Davis. You agree, Ray?
I mean, but he's doing what they want. So,
damn it. Yeah, I can't fucking hear you, man. This sucks. It's just so in and out. Fuck. I don't want to do this show by myself, but I can't hear you. It's really fucking hard. Like for like 30 seconds, you're fine, and then like it goes off, and then it's like really speeded up, and then it just fuck. I don't know. Do you want to try one more time with a different headset?
all right.
All right, Ray will be back. Yeah, I had Scatabo in 6 leagues, Nick, so I'm feeling pretty good. My matchups are looking good in those leagues. I have a lot of Rico Dowdle as well. Oh, dude, just play Brian Thomas, CK. I mean, I still think Debo is going to play, but like if he doesn't, then you're going to be stuck with Luke McCaffrey, which that's a good option. You know what I'm saying? Anyone worse than that, I'd probably roll with Debo, but I still think Brian Thomas is a top 20 play this week. And yeah, I would do that. Nick says on a side note, I'd trade AJ Brown immediately if I had him. Yeah, he had a decent. I would wait one more week. 1 more week, 2 more weeks. They're gonna be better, right? They're gonna be better. He's gonna catch a touchdown one of these weeks. I feel like you're still trading AJ Brown a little low if you trade him now. Joe, I wouldn't say top 20 running back, but I mean maybe because I do like him as a player, and you have Braylon Allen probably out for the year. So I would say for sure top 24. So an RB2. I do really like Isaiah Davis, so maybe I should be higher on him. He is a good player. He comps as a pretty good pass catcher. He's not a huge guy, but he can run between the tackles. So yeah, I like Isaiah Davis. The thing is, I just don't think Jaden Blue will ever be a workhorse, like ever. He's too small. He can't pass protect. Isaiah Davis is pretty sturdy. Have y'all see any trades with Chase Brown now Flacco is there? You can trade pretty low. You can get pretty good value on Chase Brown right now. I think you should try to target him. Yeah, he's got to fix that because it's really rough in my ear hole here. Happy Saturday to you, Logan. Kendrick Bourne. I like Kendrick Bourne. I like him a lot more. I feel like he's a must start if there's no Juwan Jennings. If Juwan Jennings is back and they don't have any like limited, like any snap, they don't come out with any snap like limitations on him. He's a top 35, top 40 guy. Without Juwan Jennings, he's like a top 25 play. So I think you can roll the dice with him. Mac Jones loves him. So I would probably rather start Caleb this week, man. I don't know. No, maybe not, man. I just think go Bo Nix, dude. Bo Nix against the Jets. That's rough. Yeah, let me text him. Maybe he has some wired ones. Are those wireless? That's the key. Half PPR who flexed Sharp, Rashid Shaheed, or Higgins. Probably Charbonnet, man. He's getting a touchdown almost every fucking week. So that's my play there. Give me Charbonnet. Yeah, he did fine. 6 for 80, so 14 points in PPR for AJ Brown. The touchdowns will come. It's AJ Brown. Let's not forget. I think we kind of forget how good AJ Brown has been in his career, and it just seems bad now. Jalen Hurts is the problem. The offense is the problem. It's going to get better. I don't know if you want Shedeur Sanders, man. Shedeur Sanders is raw. He's a rookie. Like, I'd rather have Joe Flacco than Shedeur. I mean, I don't think they're going to be benching their Super Bowl championship quarterback, man, that they just paid. So I want Ridley over Bourne. Again, I would start Bourne over Ridley if there's no Juwan Jennings, but it's probably Ridley. He earned some of my trust back. Now he's going to take it away from us. Any hot takes? My hot take is actually, this is a weird one. I think the Jets, they cover. I think the Jets cover against the Broncos. I think there's a chance they win that game. Sounds crazy. I think it's a Justin Fields, like, really, really good game. Kind of like we saw with against Steelers week 1. Yeah, AJ Brown has a big attitude problem. He's a diva. He was never a diva in the past, and now he's just a diva. So here's the thing. he's upset when he's not getting the ball. Now he's not getting the ball much, and they're losing. So he was upset when he wasn't getting the ball and they were winning. So I think he needs to straighten his shit out and realize he's part of the problem there. I think we need to stop overreacting too much to the Eagles. They're 4-2. I'm not an Eagles guy, but I think we need to not like overreact to what's going on with the Eagles. Mark, PPR flex, Walker or Diggs? It's Stephon Diggs in a PPR, Mark. If it was a half PPR, I might want to go Kenneth Walker, but Josh Allen for A-Chain. I have Fields as the backup. Probably, man. Running backs are hard to find. You need to get another backup, though, if you trade Field or Allen, because Fields could get benched at some point. It sucks to say, but it could happen. Have PPR flex spot, Michael Carter, Chase Brown, or T. Higgins. I'm going Chase Brown, man. I'm going Chase Brown. I think he should, man. I think that he's without Braylon Allen there, you're getting 70% of the work. And the Broncos have been pretty loose on the ground, giving up some points to running backs. So, yeah, he does. But the thing is, he's doing it he's not calling out his quarterback, which I think he knows would not go over well in Philly. And Jalen Hurts is a winner. Now, he's not a good passer, but he can't call out Jalen Hurts. So he's calling out everyone and everyone else, like the play caller, the head coach, just not Jalen Hurts. He probably should, though. Start 1, Caleb, Stafford, Caleb, Danny Dimes, Stafford. Also sit 1, Sutton, Metcalf, Marvin Harrison, and BTJ. Man, it sucks to say. It's got to be Marvin without Kyler. As much as we hate Kyler, so I'm starting Stafford. I think I'm starting Stafford or Danny Dimes, and then I'm benching Marvin Harrison, just based on the quarterback issue there. Well, and they're it's what, 5 touchdowns for Dallas Goedert, and I'm you know what, I'm waiting to hear Saquon get mad, because Saquon has a right to get mad right now. He probably should. He does like reading those books, dude. Like, at least he's getting his education in. Riley, I really still like Trey McBride. That's a guy that you could buy low on currently, because it's been rough. Yeah, Hurts it. Now he's not getting the touchdowns this year. Again, I just think we need to temper our hate on the Eagles. They are still 4-2. I think they'll right the ship. If it was later in the year, I'd be more concerned, but it's early in the year. They are. I have heard that they are looking for a running back via trade face. We'll see. I think they're going to give it 1 week, see if Hassan Haskins is the answer, or at least a serviceable dude, because the Hampton injury is only 4 or 5 weeks. So let's see. 1 wide receiver, Myers or DJ Moore. 1 flex, Pollard, Darren Waller, or Taysom Hill. It's Pollard, and it's probably Jacoby Myers, dude. As much as I do think that DJ Moore is going to have a big game on Monday Night Football, without Brock Bowers there, give me Jacoby Myers and a pretty nice, easy matchup against Titans. CK still deciding between one of Marvin Harrison, Garrett Wilson, Myers, or run 2 tight ends. I'm definitely starting Kraft at your tight end spot, and then Marvin Harrison, Garrett Wilson, Myers. I think it's Garrett Wilson and Jacoby Myers, man. If you're going to bench someone, it's Marvin Harrison this week. I know he could catch a deep touchdown and burn me there, but with Jacoby Brissett's not good for fantasy wide receivers. Never has been. He's a check down merchant. That's going to be a big game for the tight ends and running backs, not for the wide receivers. Breece Hall for sure. I'm buying that one, man. That has to happen. They're not re-signing him. He can actually fetch a 3rd-round pick. I don't think QJ's playing. It's wrong side of questionable, Ron, and that team's so banged up. The last thing they want to do is run QJ out there. He actually re-hurts his hamstring and place him on IR. They can't afford that. I think they're going to sit him down for 1 week. If you move K9, get whoever you can. I don't know. I'd rather have Waddle, Diggs, Olave is probably how I'd rank it, even though I love all those guys in PPR. MVP, that's a good move, man. You're going to have to maybe wait 1 or 2 weeks to get him back. Maybe week 8, I'd say, possibly week 7. But that's how you win championships, man. I know Hendy has some good late season appeal. But K9 just never going to shake this committee he's in with Charbonnet. So it's just not a great start week to week. And Hendy, we don't know when the hell that's going to happen. You're getting a top 8 running back with Bucky. It's a Dunze and Pickens. Or I'd say number 1, I'd probably stay Pickens, then a Dunze, then Debo in that order. I would definitely trade high on Diggs right now, man. Crazy to say he has no touchdowns in the year, but he looks good. People all saw it on a national stage. So the hate's justified, but not too much hate towards them. They're going to be just fine. Oh, the O-line is the biggest problem right now for the Eagles. I mean, that was the thing. That's why I was always kind of a Jalen Hurts hater, was that he had the best O-line and best receivers, like best weapons in the league. And now the O-line is just like, I'd say average. It might be below average right now. And you see what happened. Colson Loveland is terrible. So he's been bad. He was not a good prospect. I don't know what they were doing. And it makes it all the much worse that they traded, that they drafted him ahead of Tyler Warren, which is just insane. What's going on?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I think this sounds better. This sounds much more pure, Ray.
Hey, Nico.
So, hey, give me your take. This is perfect time for you to come in. What happened to Colson Loveland? Why was he drafted so high and Tyler Warren is way better than him? What do you got, Ray?
Why was Colson Loveland above Tyler Warren? Well, I wanted to say this is that the Indianapolis Colts do not have the same, even close to outside receivers, and they do have a much better running back than the Bears, clearly. But their receivers, Michael Pittman, I understand you said, Rob, like his numbers for PPR are 13th overall, but DJ Moore and Roman Dunze are better than him. And
yeah, Cole Kmet's better than him, though.
Better than, right now, but not the talent. I just think that in general that the whole idea is that, because here's the thing, the Bears, I just think the Bears, everything was overhyped with the Bears. I mean, I'm a Bears fan. They're my favorite team, but it's a whole new coaching scheme. Basically, and on top of this, Colts, with like tight ends, I understand being picked in the top 10, like this is not a great explanation, but it's just the reality that we're living in, is that rookie tight ends in general don't really produce right away. Now, I understand. I just think between the injuries of Colson Loveland being injured right away, that put him behind on the playbook and the whole just everything, and then him getting hurt already right into the season. There's as many things going over this that, in general, like Colson Loveland has just been behind the 8 ball compared to Tyler Warren. And I'm going to tell you right now, if Tyler Warren was here, he wouldn't be what he's doing in Indianapolis. That's the bottom line for me. So.
But you would agree that Tyler Warren is a better prospect, better player. We should have taken Tyler Warren. Like, that's just he's an NFL ready tight end that can block, and he's awesome, dude. It's not even close. I'm
not going to say that because it's the NFL. That you're that's you saying that people saying Caleb Williams sucked after 1 year last year. I'm not doing that. Sorry. You can say that.
I test Tyler Warren's a full-grown monster, dude. He's a great blocker. You can line up over the field. He's a pro-ready player. Colson Loveland is not good after the catch. He's just not. I mean, he's okay, but bad pick. It was just a bad pick. It was a terrible pick. It made it's worse now that
I'm sorry. That was ignorant of you. The fact you're already just saying it's a bad pick after 5 weeks, crazy. I'm sorry.
I said it was a bad pick when they made it.
It doesn't matter. That's absolutely crazy. Doesn't matter. That's crazy. But that's fine. Tyler Warren is awesome, and I wanted him. I don't have any. I wanted him, but yeah.
Yeah. Nico or Dunze rest of season? What do you got, Ray? Nico or Dunze? It's Nico, right?
Nico or Dunze.
Like rest of season. Who do you want?
Yeah, probably Dunze, because I think the Bears' offense is going to get better as it goes on. Now, the Texans' offense has looked better in the last couple of weeks, obviously, so could be close, but I just think that Rome and Caleb have a really good connection going and building right now. So, I mean, we'll see. But I mean, Rome's been killing it, and
Yeah, Roman's been killing it. I've just seen Nico been per game a top 5 fantasy receiver the last 2 years. And this year's been rough. Don't get me wrong. There was no Christian Kirk. He was out there by himself. And the offensive line is going to be a problem all year for them. And the Bears do have a better O-line. But I feel like CJ Stroud knows who his target is. And it's Nico Collins, man. I think Nico's a top 10 guy.
Caleb.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? Like, Rome is his guy by a mile. So.
Hey, I'm still pretty bullish on DJ Moore, man. Rest of the season. I think DJ Moore is going to not overtake Dunze.
I hope so. I hope so, because if he turns out better than he is right now, the Bears are doing good. So I'm down with that.
This week I'm taking Chubb over Isaiah Davis. You agree, Ray, or do you think Isaiah Davis?
Who's the first person? I'm sorry.
Nick Chubb.
Ooh, over Isaiah Davis. Yeah,
I want Nick Chubb.
I would probably say Chubb too. Chubb looked pretty good last week.
All right, we got a lot of Eagles talk here. I decided to run Ridley, Dubs, and Shaheed, and bench Zay Flowers and Debo. Wow, Zay Flowers and Dubs and Zay Flowers. I'd rather want Zay Flowers over Shaheed. Yeah, Flowers. Pierce Flowers is playing. I'd rather have Zay Flowers in there over Shaheed. I think you have to find a way to get Zay Flowers in your lineup because he is their offense right now, and they're going to be losing. He's going to be getting a lot of targets. Give me Zay Flowers, and then I could see benching Debo because of the Monday Night Football thing, and like he might truly miss the game. Zay's playing, so I would probably want Zay Flowers over Ridley. What do you think, Ray?
I don't know, man. Ridley's been turning it up the last couple of weeks. I think Cam Ward and him are finally at least finding a good happy place to at least get a good floor, considering Ridley's floor the first 5 weeks was garbage.
It was garbage.
But the problem is Zay Flowers has Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush blows. So
he's not.
I guess I'd rather take the chance with
okay,
sorry.
Ridley. What about Shaheed though? Shaheed or Zay Flowers? Like,
give me Zay. Yeah, that's yeah. I told him. I said it from the get-go. I'm all about opportunity. I'm down. Yeah, I'm with the wide receiver 1 over wide receiver 2 with the dumpy offense.
Someone dropped Benson. Should I put him on my IR? Yeah, I would definitely pick up Benson. That's an easy one.
Agreed.
See audio way better. That's good. I would need a wide receiver. Would you trade Henry for BTJ, Marvin Harrison, both or none? I would only consider it for Brian Thomas, but I would probably still want Derrick Henry.
Again,
if you need a wide receiver, maybe.
That's the thing, but Rob, that's the thing that's hard with these questions. It's like, I mean, if we don't know the situations, again, if you need a running, if you have a good backup and you need a receiver, then maybe do it. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
it just depends.
Joe says Mason Taylor is better than Colson Loveland.
Well, he is right now.
That might be the case.
Right now, for sure.
Like Mason Taylor. Pick one PPR: Montgomery at KC or Swift at Washington.
Montgomery.
PPR. I want to go Swift in PPR.
Well, yeah, PPR. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. That's the difference. It's close though, but I feel like Swift.
Standard for sure Montgomery, but yeah, PPR Swift.
4 or 5 catches. I need two to play. I have Gibbs, Montgomery, Haskins, Algier. Gibbs and Montgomery.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I know they're on the same team, but I'd be doing the same as well. Because Haskins, and Atlanta's got a tough matchup.
Got to run Golden or Io Manor in my second spot this week. Who do you think? Will Golden finally break out? I'm probably going Golden over Io Manor in that matchup against the Bengals. It's just a matchup thing. I know Io Manor's got a nice matchup against the Raiders, but like, give me Matthew Golden. I don't like Matthew Golden, but
it's tough to be honest with Rob. The Bengals defense is so bad. Just take the chance. I would have.
This question for you, Ray. Does Kyle Monangai look like he's going to take over soon? Everyone keeps on saying to stash him. I wouldn't stash him.
I wouldn't stash him either. I mean, unfortunately, I wouldn't stash him either. I mean, he very well. I mean, we're going into week 6. He very well could take over, but because I mean, obviously Ben Johnson didn't really believe in him in Detroit. Hence he got rid of him. So Either way, though, I wouldn't stash Magungai, but Magungai could take over for sure down the road in the season. But it's not. He's not worth a stash. He's not that good of a handcuff to do that.
You know what? It would have been nice, Ray, if we just drafted Cam Scatabo. Bro,
Dude, I know.
like, everything
I've been
made
telling all the Bears, all my friends that are Bears fans, the same thing. It's like he would have taken the city over by storm. He would have been bigger than Caleb by a mile.
He's such a ready-made running back. His play style's nuts, but like, you know, it was a fourth round. We could have got him in the 4th round, and like that's why I get so pissed at the Colson Loveland pick. That was a reach. We
got Taylor a punter. We could have had Bucky Irving.
Yeah, but let's just say this year that, you know, we take all mistakes aside, just take Cam Scatabo Bears, and then, you know, figure it out later. Like we knew what he was. We didn't know he was gonna be this good, but we knew he was like a really good bruiser, and he was the best pass catcher coming out of that draft, man. Unbelievable.
Well, nonetheless, I mean, I fell in love with him when like at the end of the season when they're making their run into the playoff. Like he was so fucking good. Like, excuse me, like
legendary.
He was so good.
I have a little announcement to make to the crew here, everyone here. Issue a super chat for the next couple of weeks. So if you do want to support the show, keep these lights on. Doing seven shows a week. You guys all know what this is. I have my Venmo, my Patreon also is definitely encouraged because you get a lot of really good perks. Get my bets early, a lot of good stuff. Come as a guest on the show. Links are in the description. You could check that out. Venmo, Cash App, all that kind of stuff. Any little thing is a big help. Keep the show going until we get that back and running. That probably isn't back till October. Regardless, I'm gonna be bringing this shit to you guys no matter what, because I actually do enjoy it and I love you guys. You know, I hate doing it, but
oh yeah,
it's his life. I need to. Well, it's not. I need to eat. I need to drink. It's for beer. Let's be honest. And then
thank you for being real with the people here.
I am real. Riley says in Dynasty half PPR, tight end 1 point. It's 1 point PPR premium. Would you trade Brock Bowers for Malik Neighbors?
No.
Oh, I think I want Bowers, man.
In Dynasty?
It's PPR premium. It's tight end premium, so you get an extra. It's half
okay.
PPR for receivers, and like that's the difference.
Yeah.
If it was just both full PPR,
yeah, sorry, I didn't get that.
If it was both full PPR,
I'll rely on what you said then. Yeah, I'd go with Brock. I mean, because Brock, we know Brock's going to be. They're going to get a different quarterback next year. His upside. He's an absolute stud. I mean, okay, so I didn't understand that part, but yeah, if that's the case, then for sure, I would do that trade too.
And as a tiebreaker, like, yes, Brock Bowers has a knee injury right now. Malik Neighbors tore his ACL.
Correct.
So,
Malik Neighbors
right. Next year might be a little rough to start the year. It might be a kind of a down year next year too, right?
I mean, I ain't drafting him high next year.
No, maybe.
Oh, he's high. I'll draft him, but it's not high. That's all.
Should I be looking to package McBride and possibly JCM, K9, Mason, or even Genty for a high-end back like JT?
What do you mean? High-end back? Do you get JCM and Genty? Like, just wait. I know they're rookies, but I mean, I wouldn't be packaging McBride. No. I mean, that's me. Just I wouldn't be doing that.
PPR, Ray. So like McBride's a stud, bro. He's gonna be fine. He hasn't been great so far, but like he's gonna find the end zone. He's gonna have bigger yardage games. He's still getting 6 catches a game. So
no, I'm keeping your team, man. That's me. I mean, I understand. I don't know. I would be more comfortable if I were you.
Would you start Tet over Garrett Wilson this week? I would start Tet over Garrett Wilson this week just because of the matchup with
we talked earlier about that. Yeah. Yeah, for 10. I mean, there's a chance that Garrett Wilson get good garbage, or he'll be 1 to 0 points.
Riley, at full PPR, is Matthew Golden a good piece to trade, or should I keep him? I would trade if you can get something for him. Get Matthew Golden off your fucking team, bro. Like you
can use him as like a throwing piece. Like, hey, like
Christian Watson's coming back. And you got Jaden Reed coming back. Like that's just a really crowded room.
Right.
Isaiah Pacheco or Sean Tucker. I would probably still go Pacheco. It sucks, but at least you get something there for sure.
I have Pacheco. I mean, I not just because I have him, I still go Pacheco just because Sean Tucker, Rashad White was the bell cow last week, so it's not going to stop. He was awesome last week. So
yeah. Mark says, what position does Sterling play? They move him around or primarily outside? Sterling Shepard's a primary slot receiver.
I thought he was a slot receiver.
Remember back to his Giants days where he
Correct.
was PPR scam. He was like a kind of a Wan'Dale Robinson type player. Now he is more likely to play outside than Wan'Dale. He can. I think the move is they're just going to move Mbuka outside 80% of the snaps and play Sterling like 60% from the slot, which is a very, very lucrative role with Baker Mayfield behind, under center. This is a good comment. Ray looks like he's been smoking. He looks higher than a giraffe's pussy. Hey-oh. That's Big Ray, baby. That's what he does. Harvey, I have Keenan Allen, Rome, and George Pickens. Which two do I start? They said Quentin's out. So, I mean, not unofficially, but like that means Keenan Allen. Even with that, I want a Dunze and Pickens in there, dude, regardless.
I would still say the same because they have the biggest upside, and plus Rome's the number one. Like out of the three, I'm starting Rome no matter what. And then Pickens and Allen, I'm still going Pickens without. If CeeDee Lamb was healthy, I'd be probably saying Allen, but without CeeDee Lamb, you're definitely going Pickens and Rome Dunze.
Ray, what are your thoughts on Jaden Higgins? Texans.
I like him. I mean, I think he can end up being at the an end of the year good. I mean, a good type of stash. It's just that if you don't have room on your bench to like afford to keep him right now, then I had him in our XFL. I dropped him because I didn't have room on my bench. It is what it is. But if you have room on your bench, I think he's a good stash piece right now because I think the Texans offense is up and coming right now. I think they're figuring things out. CJ Stroud's looking better lately in the last couple of weeks. Actually, not just better. He's been really good the last couple of weeks. And, they drafted him in the second round. They're not going to draft somebody in the second round just for nothing. So I think he has good upside. Right. Like I said, right now, like if you need to use him during the bye weeks, might not be the greatest, but for the run towards the playoffs, and if you get to the playoffs, he could be a good piece probably.
Jalen Noel is the one to worry about because Christian Kirk's there. They play the same position. Now, right. Jaden Higgins essentially comps as a similar player to Nico Collins, but he can play outside. He could play in the slot too. Jaden Higgins is a good player. It's going to be, you got to be patient with it. Like Ray said, Ray put it very, 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 very nicely. Anthony, Dowdle or JCM? I'm going Dowdle. You have to play Dowdle.
Yeah, so if Dowdle, after last week, 200 yards. Bill's awesome, and that's the thing that sucks is that we, as Bears fans, we know our run defense is terrible, but Dow went for 200 yards. Even if he goes for another 100, I would go Dow.
Same. Who's better right now, Drake May or Bo Nix?
Drake May by a mile right now, and I love Bo Nix, but Drake May is doing very well compared to Bo Nix right now.
Yeah, Bo Nix is more matchup dependent. You saw that last year. When he faces bad teams, he goes off. When he faces good teams, he has some rough games. Drake May, I know his fantasy output was bad against the game against the Bills. That's because Stevenson had 2 fucking rushing touchdowns. Like, that's not going to happen every week, and Bo Nix is going to be running him in himself. So, time to buy low after Henry flops again tomorrow. Yeah, because you're also a bye week for Henry week 7. So, this
Henry is a buy low for sure. He's definitely a buy low candidate in big time.
Why are the Bears using Luther Burden, Ray?
Well, like I said, unfortunately, the media hyped up everything with the Bears that Ben Johnson's coming in and everything's going to be just topsy-turvy, awesome right away. And unfortunately, when you bring in a brand new offense, it's basically learning a new language, and it's not an easy thing to just turn it on right away, because especially with how bad the Bears coaching staff was last year. If you're not a Bears fan and didn't watch them religiously like I did, as Bears fans, we've had some awful Bears coaching staffs. The Eberflus in last year was the worst of the worst, and that's something to say. And my point, but long story short, they're going to start using him more. I think this week is really going to be a big tell, because Ben Johnson had 2 weeks to reevaluate what has been working, what hasn't been working, and they've been making changes. They already changed the left tackle. Starting left tackle has been changed. The things are going to be happening to where, again, the Bears are, unfortunately, the media lied to all of us. Not me, because I'm a Bears fan, I know better, but if you're not a Bears fan, they lied to you that the Bears would come out blazing guns right away. It was never going to happen. I'm sorry that you were lied to. But getting to your question, why aren't they using him more? They will. Luther Burden was hurt for all of training camp. He didn't hold out, but he sort of did, because he didn't get the money he wanted. So in a way, he did hold out. But they said he was injured, but he really I mean, if you're asking me with my gun to my head, he wasn't injured. So just give it time. I think Luther Burns, I mean, he's a stud. The dude's an absolute stud. So
what do you think of Dylan Gabriel? Is he going to be good? Is he a starting quarterback in the NFL? Fantasy this year as well. I have no hope for him in fantasy this year.
Yeah, fantasy, no hope. I don't think I don't think he's bad. It's just that he's a rookie, and it's the Browns offensive wise aren't that great. So there's just things that I still believe that Shedeur Sanders will end up starting this year just because the Browns aren't going to be a great team. But I mean, I don't think Dylan Gabriel's terrible, because let's put it this way: if Dylan Gabriel was on the Saints, he'd be starting right now. So
that's true. He's also tiny, though. James Bond, ideally trading Jacobs and Devonta Smith for Nico and Henry. He said he needs to win now, though, and the Ravens has a Week 7 bye, and Nico has a bye this week. So you can't do that trade. You got to wait. You have Josh Jacobs should crush this week. Devonta Smith didn't do well, but you got to wait on that trade if you need to win now. You can't be trading for guys on bye.
Correct.
Ideally, a guy you want to trade for would be Josh Jacobs if you didn't have him because he already had his bye.
Correct.
What do you think Aaron Rodgers' chances are of beating the Browns this week and Myles Garrett?
I think that I think they have a decent chance. I mean, because it's anything can happen over across the pond, and I don't know, I don't know. I could be very wrong. I mean, honestly, I'm not betting on this game because I am 50-50 on it. I think it go one way or the other. It's a good question because I don't know. It really could go one way or the other.
Young Yid, tight end premium, Mason Taylor or Jamison Williams. You got to take the tight end and tight end premium, especially the guy that has had 9 and 7 catches the last 2 weeks. Now, don't expect that kind of output, but I expect 4 catches, which essentially equals 6 catches for Jamison Williams. And if Jamison Williams doesn't catch a long bomb, you're getting nothing. We've seen that. We're getting nothing.
Yeah, I mean, again, I didn't realize this tight end premium. I'm going with the tight end, and especially Mason's been turning it up.
Loopy, they're not trading AJ Brown. They're in Super Bowl or bust mode. So they're only trading AJ Brown to get Stephon Diggs back, for instance. They're not trading him for draft picks. They're not in that conversation. Praying hard that Debo plays. If he doesn't, I'll be forced to play DJ Moore. That's fine. DJ Moore will be okay. I mean, his number, like I said, is 41 right now in Vegas. Which is really
praying hard is not. I wouldn't be praying hard for Debo. I mean, I know he's been way better than DJ Moore so far, but having DJ Moore as a backup plan is not a bad backup plan. So
this is a good one. Riley says, on a scale from 1 to 8, how ass are the Saints?
10.
I was going to say 10. It's not in the 1 to 8 range, man. Marvin Harrison Jr. without Kyler. You got to temper your expectations. So he's still a playable guy, over some of the other names like Pickens, or maybe not Pickens, but some of the other names like Olave. I want Olave over him. He's still a top 36 guy, probably more in the low 30s because Jacoby Brissett
wide receiver 3 range for sure. High end wide receiver 3, but he's still wide receiver 3. Maybe.
But the yards and catches won't be there. Ski says, will the Kansas City Chiefs miss the playoffs if they continue to struggle? Not bloody likely, because they're not going to continue to struggle. I think they're going to beat the Lions this week. What do you think, Ray?
I'm concerned for them, man. They. I mean, I understand they're getting Rashid Rice, but is it this week they're getting him back or next week? Week 7 they're getting him back.
Week 7. Yep.
Yeah. If they lose this week, they're done for they're not making the playoffs. 2 and 4. Okay, I shouldn't say they're done.
Oh, they are.
But that division, we thought that. I mean, I guess it makes sense because that division, they're just beating each other up. I mean, they will, or maybe not yet, but they will be. And yeah, I just.
I'm just gonna go on track record. Patrick Mahomes only goes to AFC Championship games at work.
I'm just being a hater because I have Chiefs fan friends, so I'm just being a hater. But yeah, until they lose, you don't bet against them. Bottom line.
Alex says he got Fields at 37.5. He's up to 42.5 right now. The Broncos have only allowed 15 yards to quarterbacks all season. That is correct, and that's why the number was so low when I bet at 36.5. I don't care. Justin Fields. Here's why I love the bet. Is that Justin Fields has attempted 73 passes the last 2 weeks, and they've got their ass beat. That's not a good strategy. Aaron Glenn's going to figure this out, and he's going to have some design runs for Fields, and they're going to do a lot of RPOs. They have to keep this game close. They have to keep it on the ground. Justin Fields can get this in one motherfucking rush, and he will get it in one rush in the first quarter. Mark it down, baby. You heard it here first. You're gonna like this one. On a scale from 1 to 13, how ass are the Titans? I love these scales. They keep on changing numbers.
Well, I mean, we're going 13. I'm going 15 because
I'm actually going 11. I'm going 11 because I have hope in Cam. Cam Ward showed me something last week, and we're the quarterbacks in the Saints, like Tyler Shuck doesn't look great, and Spencer Rattler is just bad. He's got 1 win in like 14 starts in his career.
By the way, I completely forgot. I just watched a video earlier that Caleb Williams, as a freshman, took over for Spencer Rattler at Oklahoma, and then came back and beat Texas, I believe. So
Hassan Haskins or Kamara this week in PPR. We're going Kamara if he plays.
Kamara, man.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
On a scale, real quick on this one, on a scale from 1 to 37, how good is the Browns defense?
46 for Bears defense. Bears 46 defense, baby. But they're not that good.
I got 31. They're good. I think 30.
They're good. The Browns. That's their strength.
This is a tough one. Lad or JCM PPR. I will say this: if there's no Quentin Johnson, I'm going Lad in PPR. If there is Quentin Johnson, I'm going JCM.
That's took the words out of my mouth because I'm literally 100% on board with that. Like if Quentin Johnson ain't playing, it's a Lad all day. He's gonna kill it for you.
Alex says, glad to see Big Ray back. Damn.
Thank you, Alex.
Bro sounds like Megatron. I think this sounds better, though. It's definitely better. Can you all give me 3 TD scores? I don't know the odds. I'm going to parlay them.
3 TD scores. All right. Hold on. Let me pull up these.
Ray, get into that. I'll get some more comments here while you go ahead.
I just want to look up the games real quick, and then
Nick, that's a good point. He said I would trade AJ Brown just to improve the locker room because they can do it.
He's being a hater.
Brown.
He's been a hater.
They're a running team, right? But you just can't give him away for nothing. He's only 30 or 29 years old. It's just rough. Cynical, I had higher hopes for DJ Moore. Caleb is totally ignoring him in favor of Dunze. Maybe Ben Johnson will start getting him more involved. They need to be more creative with DJ Moore because he can play in the backfield. He can play in the slot. He can play a little bit of X. He can play wide. He can play flanker.
Genty touchdown because playing the Titans. Javonte Williams touchdown playing the Panthers. I'm just randomly looking here.
Yeah.
And then even J.K. Dobbins touchdown against the Jets. Just real quick, but then again, right? But we're looking better. That's the thing. How deep do you want to go with that bet? For, like you said, the odds.
I don't like fucking with touchdowns very much. We got Chiefs need a running back. Definitely won't win with Mahomes as leading rusher. That's true. They need Rashee Rice back, and then they'll start, but they do need a running back, and Kareem Hunt's not getting it done. Pacheco looks like terrible. Pacheco doesn't look terrible. They're just not using him. That's more the concern there.
Fact.
And yes, NFL does need to ban turfs and use real grass. What the Cardinals do. The Cardinals have a retractable stadium. They roll in fresh grass every game. So they're technically in a dome, but they have fresh grass. That's a lot of work, but there's a lot of money in the NFL.
The Bears better do that. They won't, but they better.
Just traded Justin Fields and DJ Moore for Stephon Diggs and Travis Etienne. I love that trade, bro. I love it.
Etienne's RB1 by a mile. Yeah, it's a good trade.
Yeah. You think Sam Darnold will finish as a top 10 quarterback rest of the season, Ray? Top 10?
I don't either. I think he could be top 15, and maybe even push top 12, but top 10, I don't think so. I don't see it.
Yeah, that defense is just too good. He doesn't run. Does Goff finish as a top 10 fantasy quarterback, 6-point passing touchdown? I think that's an easy yes.
Yeah, that's why I picked him up.
The state of the quarterback position is not great. This is a good one from Ski. Odell Beckham Jr. reunion in New York should happen. They need him. They need a playmaker. I don't know what condition his body's in, his knees are in, but this could be one last run for him. The team is it's an exciting product they're putting out there for once in the last 5 years,
and they're 2-4. And they're excited.
So if anything, it's something to make the fans happy.
Hey, the meatheads
back on that stadium.
Let those New York meatheads roll more, man. Bring them on. They would all be popping big boners when they were to sign him.
I'll get to your question in a second, Cynical. Nick says Odell is overrated, bro. Made 1 catch. Actually, Odell's first 3 seasons was an all-time.
Nick,
Justin Jefferson just passed him for first 3 season production. So that's saying something. I agree. Justin Jefferson's better than Odell ever was. Odell was just, getting a fucking million targets. But Odell was a top 5 NFL receiver.
I can't believe he's only 32. That's crazy.
It seems like a long time ago. Cynical. It helps to get a Bears fan's perspective. Flex Mason Taylor over DJ Moore. I started Theo Johnson. I got punched in the teeth. I want DJ Moore over Mason Taylor for sure.
Yeah, I'm down for that. I'm with that as well.
I think DJ Moore has a decent shot to catch a deep one in this game or get 5 or 6 catches. I know Mason's numbers look amazing, but like again, I just said it. The Jets threw 73 passes the last 2 weeks.
By the way,
that's what caused that.
Yeah, I was saying Nico. Odell caught 1,000 yards for 5 seasons. In his first 3 seasons, 1,300, 1,400, 1,300. Pretty dang good.
Flex Shakir, Pollard, or Charbonnet full PPR. I think it's Shakir in full PPR. Shakir's been good, man.
Yeah, especially because I got Josh Allen to watch those games a lot, like pretty much religiously. He likes Shakir just for little dumps. So yeah, that for full PPR, Shakir for sure.
What's a good streaming option after the Kyler injury update? Are you talking about for this week?
Well, or that or 10 and that and 10 man 12 team league, like possibly who's available.
I'm just looking here real quick. I think that who we looking at here? I think Bryce Young against the Cowboys is a good option this week. I know it's gross, but Matt Stafford probably not available. Not Joe Flacco. I don't think Mac Jones this week, honestly. Michael Penix against the Bills at home. I like that one. So I think it's Bryce Young or Michael Penix. You're talking about guys that are available in every league. Yeah, Nick, it was injuries for Odell. I mean, again, he didn't put the work in. I'll give you that. It was injuries and frustration, and the Browns situation was just bad. And that's just the Browns, right? Malik Neighbors and OBJ, good duo if that happens next year. Well, I don't think OBJ will be relevant next year. This is just for this year because, Odell Beckham has lost a step for sure. And no problem, Evan. You subscribe to the channel, bro. Underrated league winners. I got one for you, Jack Betch. That's a really deep one, man, because they might trade Jacoby Myers. Brock Bowers might not be right all year, and Dante Thornton doesn't look like that guy. So Jack Betch is a high draft pick for the Raiders. That's maybe not a league winner, but if you get a guy for free 2 weeks from now that ends up being a top 25 play in PPR, that's my name.
I think Blake Corum would be a good just an underlying just because the Rams are a good team. So Kyron Williams goes down. I understand he fumbled, but just anybody, basically any handcuff running back on a good team, if they're available and you got room on your bench, pick them up because anything happens to any of those starting running backs, you're getting a full blown potential league winner.
Cobra says flex Ramondre or Jameson full PPR. He says gotta be Ramondre. I would say this: if you're a favorite, it's Ramondre. If you're an underdog, I think I want to take the swing in full PPR on Jameson Williams, dude.
Took the words out of my mouth because that's if you're projected to win or after Thursday you're winning right now pretty well, just go with the good floor of Ramondre. But yeah, if you need to go, if you're down, if you want to get Scatterboo and you're down big, go with Williams.
Old school. If Tet starts scoring touchdown, what ranking is he for wide receiver? I'd say top 16 if he starts scoring touchdowns, but that's a big if. He will score some. But he has a Garden Gnome 2.0 at quarterback and Bryce Young. You like him this year going forward, Ray?
Yeah, the guy is super talented. Because here's the thing. I'm a huge rookie person. I draft rookies religiously. And I understand that, a lot of times they start slow, but a lot of times they end up league winners. And actually, then a lot of times they do religiously. So, I think going forward, I think he does have a good higher upside, just because since he was a rookie, just more chemistry and more working together. Going forward, it should be good because the guy's a stud talent wise. You know what I mean? So
yeah, he looks like that dude. He doesn't look like Xavier Legette and Mingo, some of these other bumps they drafted, the big body guys. Right. Mind Hayes, how do you guys feel about Chase Brown and check down Joe full PPR? You guys are legit for answering every comment. Hey, buddy, this is what we do. How about Ray as a guest? One of my 5 guests I have on here. And here, Ray usually is the fun guy in this pod, but he actually knows his shit in football. and he's super fun, super awesome. Appreciate you, Ray. That's what we do on the show. Again, Super Chat is not enabled right now. I'm having some issues with it took it away. It's a long story. If you want to support us, keep the show on there. I'm on here 7 days a week, at least 2 hours a night. Everything's in the description. Patreon's an awesome choice. If you want to get in the Discord mind, it's about 37 of us now, all the OGs that started on these streams. All your questions answered 24/7 from myself and my crew. So that's a really good option. A lot of good packages there. Whatever you want to do. If not, you know what? I'm going to keep on doing it to it, baby. Nick says James Cook, Scatabo, and Genty may save me this year. I had neighbors go down. Well, yeah,
they're going to save you, Nick.
3 RB1s.
I was going to say, hell yeah, they're going to save you.
It's awesome.
Hell yeah, they're going to save you. That's awesome for sure.
No, it's not a new camera. I actually just have my my lights. One of my lights went out. I had 2 of them on both sides of me, so I have to order a new bulb. So I had one blasting in my face right now. So I'm going to be blind by the end of this. Do we have faith in Woody Marks? And it probably just looks better because Ray's in the dark. I do have faith in Woody Marks' rest of season, and that's contingent on Joe Mixon missing the rest of the year. As currently constructed, Nick Chubb is still the starter there. I think it's 45-55. Woody gets 45. He'll still be fine, but it's a long play there. I wouldn't drop him, but it's hard to start him. You agree, Ray?
I wouldn't drop him by a mile. Because as a matter of fact, I did in XFL, and I wish I didn't because I drafted him. But I do agree. Well, first off, I want to tell you right now, I have Mixon in one league, so I've been monitoring him hardcore. The dude ain't playing this year, as far as I know. So
if he does, it's not till like week 12.
That's what I mean. Well, I mean, the league I got him in, that would be great because I'm in first place, not in your league, another league, or sorry, second place. But nonetheless, that doesn't matter. In general. Here's the thing: Nick Chubb gets hurt too. He has a big injury history. Don't drop Woody Marks because you want to talk about what we were just talking about. League winners, underrated. Woody Marks, easy pick for. He's another easy pick for that because I'm telling you guys. I mean, look it up. Joe Mixon. I mean, I wish he's coming back. I don't think he is. So with that in mind, Nick Chubb again, he gets hurt. He's looking pretty good right now, admittedly, but I wouldn't drop him. I would keep Woody Marks if you got him.
Here's a Joe Mixon thing. Whether he comes back or not, he's not worth a stash in fantasy because they're not going to run him out there for 3 or 4 weeks to give him even 50% snap share. All he's going to do is put a wrench in Nick Chubb and Woody Marks. So that's the only worry with Mixon. It has nothing to do with Mixon. You're never going to start him unless you're in like a 16-teamer. So you could pretty much be dropped. It's just that if he comes back, it's going to suck for Nick Chubb and Woody Marks. So correct. Joe says, Patriots head coach Stevenson is our guy. Keep speaking on Stevenson. He said Henderson doesn't have the pass blocking discipline. I get that, but there's a point where if he fumbles one or two more times, they got to bench him. He has 10 fumbles since the start of last year. It's a fucking problem. Like, it's a big problem. And I think Mike Vrabel just hates rookies. Now, that's a fact. He is the consummate like players coach. So what he's doing is he's pumping up his guy because he needs Stevenson. The point is there's a point of no return for Stevenson. And that's false what he says. Now, he hasn't shown it too much, but Henderson is a very, very, very good in pass protection. He's a very disciplined NFL ready player, more so than Judkins was in terms of like the stuff we're talking about. Judkins is a better NFL runner, but Henderson is that guy, and it will happen sooner rather than later. I just don't know when. Should I trade Breece Hall and Bowers for Bijan? Yeah, I'm pulling the trigger on that, baby. You're getting, and Bijan already had his bye, so that's wheels up for Bijan. You're getting the number 1 overall player in fantasy.
You already know how I feel about Bijan, baby. Bijan all day, never baby.
Colts, Rams, or Jags best defense to run this week?
Colts,
it's probably the Rams, bro. I think it's the Rams have the fucking Ravens, dude.
That's true.
I mean, that's.
I only say Colts because they're at home, but you're right. I mean,
yeah, I get it. I just think the Rams are that awful game against the 49ers, embarrassing loss. Like, they need this game so bad. And I think the Ravens are content going into that bye 1-5, getting through that game healthy and then going forward.
Just as a sake for the argument, Indianapolis at home versus Arizona without Kyler.
Yeah, shit. All right.
So that's why I said that. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard
for me. I think I still like the Rams.
Jags are done. Jags are done out of that. I'm saying it's between the Rams and Indianapolis for me for sure.
Yeah, I think we all would agree. Trevor Lawrence is good for the NFL. It's been rough. He was the golden boy. He was the best prospect since Peyton Manning or Andrew Luck. We all heard that shit. But he looks competent. We just need another, like, the more good quarterbacks we have in the NFL, the better the product is. I hate watching Dylan Gabriel play football, and I hate we have Joe Flacco starting still. Like, I love Joe Flacco, but come on, man. And like, I just hate it. We need good middle age and then like middle 20s quarterbacks that have potential.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, real quick. I'm going to tell you. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. If Trevor Lawrence leaves Jacksonville, he's going to be the next Renaissance quarterback.
If he can go to the right spot.
Well, of course. But
yeah, which it would be the right spot. It'd be, with Sean, it'd be like the Rams. The Rams get Trevor Lawrence. Look at
that. that would be that would be the move that just makes them awesome for the next decade after that. After Stafford.
JD says I'm usually a big pussy.
Don't be, man. Don't.
It's changed. It's changed. It's different than it used to be. It's not our father's fantasy anymore. And regardless of position, tight ends are fine now early. Quarterbacks always play rookie year. Now they're not always as safe, but Jaden Daniels was a thing, right? We've seen this. CJ Stroud was a thing too.
Bo Nix was awesome last year too. I mean, I know he's like you said, he's up and down, but he still was awesome overall.
It's hilarious how many people have said Ibuka is a sell high. Dude is legit talented wide receiver. Even when Evans was healthy, he was targeted a bunch. Now Godwin and Evans are both injured. Now it appears that's wrong. But here's the thing: is right now I still actually think Ibuka is a sell high because he is you could get him for like top 6 wide receiver, and like I just don't know how much higher you can get than that. So like, and you already got all that production. If you can get like Nico Collins is a name. Like I'm close on this one. Do I want Nico or Ibuka or London and Ibuka? I think I want those 2 guys. Now, maybe call me crazy. Like, I'm going on track record. I'm not saying anything against Ibuka. I'm just saying, like, Mike Evans is coming back. Now, Godwin's probably not, but also they do have McMillan coming back there at some point. And Bucky's going to come back. Like, that's close for me. That's all I'm saying is it's close for me. And you're getting really good value. I'm more thinking of running back. I'd rather have Josh Jacobs. Like, give me the running back position is so dead right now. And if you had Ibuka, you probably have a really good wide receiver core because he's probably your wide receiver 3 or wide receiver 4. I have Ibuka in 7 spots, and I did trade him for Malik Neighbors. Now that prior to the injury, I still stand by that trade, dude. I still stand by that trade.
It doesn't matter. It makes me laugh because you got boned in XFL.
Tyreek Hill's done. He's done. So he's done.
He'll go to the Chiefs and have one or 2 more good years. Call it right now.
Thank you, Cynical. I hope you're in the Discord. Again, there's like 37. I don't know everyone that's in there. I hope you're in the Discord because I know you have been with us for a while because I did give that out when you were listening back in the day. Hopefully you're in it. If you're not, it's real easy to sign up. Go to the Patreon. I'll get you in there.
Thanks, Cynical.
Well, no, I think it might have to be 3 fumbles, Mark, because I thought the fumble last game would have been enough to do him in. But 1 or 2 fumbles in a game, quarters in a game.
Can I give you a little my thought on this? Is that I really think that Travion Henderson must have fucked Variable's wife or something. I mean, this is
that's what I said.
What is happening by him not playing and Stevenson continue to play is just it's criminal. So
it's something happened for sure. Logan's hoping Jennings doesn't play so we can start Kendrick Bourne. But if not, should I start Michael Carter, Henderson, or Golden? The only one I would start over Bourne would be Michael Carter.
Yeah, and
that's the play. If there is no Juwan Jennings, it's definitely Kendrick Bourne though.
Back.
Yeah, Ibuka's been bad. I'm not saying anything against Ibuka. I love Ibuka. I'm just saying you could chance like his value can't get any higher unless he has 2 more games with 2 touchdowns. It can't get any higher. I'm getting a lot of feedback, Ray, from your mic. Sounds like you're eating. Huh. There we go. I think it stopped. Okay. The problem with rookie quarterbacks these days is they get no time to develop in a pro system. Dudes with big talent thrown into bad situations and criticized heavily if they don't immediately perform. 100%. Caleb Williams, look at that. Like, these expectations get so high, and that's what's nice about Cam Ward is there are no expectations. So I think Cam Ward's going to be he's on the job training right now, and where you get Caleb coming into the best situation. It was said to be the best situation any rookie came in. That was bullshit. That wasn't the case, right? Oh, your mic is out, Ray.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, maybe like I'm saying for positional, like wise, he had probably, technically speaking, the greatest, rookie starting position ever. Everybody in the news didn't factor in the worst coaching ever. So, and that's the thing to where, again, Because I listen to sports talk radio in Chicago all the time, and there was a guy who called in as a Bears fan, and he explained it very well in simplest terms. When you're learning a brand new offense, it's basically learning an entire new language. So to expect somebody to perfect a language within a month, even 6 months, is crazy. It's just crazy, and that's the problem, is that the media portrayed that this was, for the Bears, especially last year with Caleb, that's what it was going to be, even without Ben Johnson. And this year, they portrayed the same thing. And look what's happening. It takes time. It's not easy. The NFL is quarterback's the hardest position in sports. It's not an easy game. And thank you, JT. That's a very smart comment, because it's true. Like, you nailed it right on the head. It does. Now, of course, there are plenty that come in and nail it right off the bat, but look at all these revelation quarterbacks that are starting right now in the NFL. I mean, we got Baker, Darnold.
Gino had his run too. Gino had his run.
Right. Gino. I mean, there's. I think I was talking to my buddies earlier. I think there's like six of them out there right now that are starting at 32 quarterbacks.
Oh, Baker. Baker. Jesus.
Baker. I mean, Mac Jones right now. I know he's just starting because he's a backup. But he looks great right now. Like, so yeah. 100%,
man. And what you didn't mention there, especially with Caleb, was the offensive line was set like last year was terrible, and that was the biggest problem. Not even the play calling; he had no time. Ryle says Kendrick Bourne, Chase Brown, Matthew Golden, or Hassan Haskins. It's Chase Brown unless Jawan Jennings is out, and I think it might be Chase Brown anyway, just because you're getting a starting running back playing 70% of the snaps. 5-6 catches. He also, here's the nice thing about Chase Brown that I think the Joe Flacco thing is going to help is, what does Joe Flacco do? He throws in the end zone. He throws a lot of prayer balls. That is perfect for pass interferences. And then you get the ball on the 1 yard line. They're not giving 1 yard sneaks to Joe fucking Flacco. He's 8 years old. So that's Chase Brown time, right? Joe Burrow might have taken those sneaks. Some of these other guys take sneaks. You can't risk Joe Flacco right now.
So, to be honest, I would still be starting Chase Brown all over, even if Bourne was the number one.
Right. I know the numbers look great last week, but that was just a weird game. Logan says, yeah, even if Jennings plays but is limited, should I play Bourne over Carter? It's got to be a report that says he's going to be on a snap count. And that doesn't always come to fruition, but if that's the case, then it is Carter over Bourne. Or sorry, it's Bourne over Carter. Otherwise, if he's active and you don't hear anything, I'm probably going Carter, bro.
Yeah. Agreed.
Steelers should have drafted Ramsey a long time ago instead of trading for him. Yeah, Ramsey's had an interesting career, man.
Hopping all over, man.
Really, really good highs, really bad lows, knucklehead plays, but also like ball hawking plays. So, who do you think has the biggest D in the NFL? Ooh, DK Metcalf, bro. Hogged out.
It's going to be some sort of defensive or offensive lineman.
Yeah, probably. Hey, guys, first-time viewer, got offered Rico and Worthy for my Bill.
No, keep Bill.
That's so tough.
Keep
I think
Bill.
I keep Bill. Unless, here's what I'll say. If you're in if you have a 1-4 record right now, I think you might want the Rico week and Worthy if you need that. But other than that, if you have a 3-2 or 3-2, 4-1 record, I want to probably keep Bill.
But
Rico's an expiring asset.
But why didn't you mention the possible Bill week against the Bears? I'm a Bears fan. I don't want him
because you're getting two players. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have started.
I mean, you're getting one. You're actually getting one player, in my opinion, because Worthy's value is going down with Rice coming back, and then Rico.
I'm talking this week though.
No, I get that.
If you're 1-4, you can't afford
you need to win.
lose.
Correct. No, I'm not going to argue that because you need to win if you're 1-4.
Loopy, can you tell me just on pure talent, not fantasy, how are Chase and Jefferson better than Puka? Because Puka has Sean McVay and Matt Stafford, and it looks really good because they put him in amazing situations. So Justin Jefferson can literally, you saw it in the game last week. Every catch he had was on a different route. And Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson is probably the best receiver in the NFL. That dude can do he's great after the catch. He's great in contested situations. He's fast. He's great off the line. Like, I'm not trying to slander Puka. He's just much more of I don't want to say he's a gimmick player. I'm just saying, like, Justin Jefferson is a complete wide receiver, and Jamar Chase is just that dude. So Puka is more in the top 5, top 7. In fantasy, he's the best. But that's also not the question. Like, if you put Jefferson with Sean McVay and Matt Stafford, what the fuck's he going to do?
Well, hey, real quick, I mean, I understand it was college, but look what both of those – by the way, best – can you please tell me if there's a better college offense, not team, but just offense, better than Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson in college. That is stupid.
No, and they had who else? They had a couple other guys too.
I know
that was the best.
Jeremy Hill was the running back. I mean, I know
They
he
had
wasn't
a
like
bunch of I'm thinking of the OSU teams that had Jameson Williams as their fourth. That was
yes, with Justin
well, having Joe Burrow with those two receivers is just stupid.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, so imagine, to your point, those two, and he does Puka. I mean, dude, Puka was a 5th round pick. I mean, there's a reason that he has those type of things, Nick, like you're saying, that like the things that you don't necessarily like see on film as much.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I guess technically speaking, like you do, but like obviously if Puka, he dropped to the 5th round for a reason, but it was stupid, obviously, because the guy is an absolute monster.
I don't really think this matchup against the Packers is that tough for Jamar Chase because the secondary in Green Bay is the biggest weakness there. So the game script should be great. So I'm not too worried. It's a must start. He's 3-2. Hold pat with Josh with JCM. Hold pat. Sharp or Shepard full PPR. That's a tough one, bro. I think Charbonnet is so much safer. But what do you think, Shepard or Charbonnet? Right, full PPR.
Who are the Seahawks playing?
I'm looking
right now. I just didn't even know if you knew.
It's not a bad game.
Jaguars. They're at Jaguars, and then Tampa Bay is what they're at, or they're home against 49ers. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh man, full PPR. I would probably go Shepard. But
yeah, full PPR. Like, give me the receiver.
It's hard. But just with the injuries with Godwin out again, right? And with Godwin out again, Shepard's going to be used. So,
JJ's a man. By the way, Caleb is back home. What's going on, Mouth? DJ and Mason Taylor for Caleb and Tungus. I want DJ and Mason Taylor for Caleb and Tungus because you have another quarterback. Tungus is a 1-week rental at this point.
Right.
Whoa, St. Brown is better than Jefferson and Chase. I know that's what Jared Goff says. That's not accurate. I love me some Amon-Ra St. Brown, but Justin Jefferson is like the
Joe No Ball. Are you a Lions fan?
I mean, I don't hate him for that because, dude, literally, like St. Brown.
I don't hate him either. I know, dude. Justin Jefferson on the Vikings.
Someone's not as good as Justin Jefferson.
No, I'm saying it. Justin Jefferson on the Vikings, and I hate the Vikings, but the guy is the best receiver in the NFL, and yeah.
I would say that he says this. Nick says no receiver ever come close to Moss.
I'm with you, Nick.
Is probably the most dominating receiver, but Jerry Rice was still the best receiver. Now you could say Jerry Rice got to play with 2 Hall of Famers. And
but most dominating is Moss.
Hall of Famers. What did he do? Yeah. And I think T.O. gets some. I think T.O. gets a lot too much shit. T.O.
Hey, real quick, Mount Rushmore receivers right now. Not right now, like of all time. Mount Rushmore receivers all time. For me, Rice, T.O., Randy, Larry Fitzgerald, or Calvin. I can't decide between the 2 of them.
Calvin didn't play long enough. Julio didn't play long enough.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I probably go Larry. Yeah.
Larry was just, I mean, the stat that Larry had, Fitzgerald had more tackles than drops in his career.
Right. That was
something
stupidest stat. One of the stupidest stats I've ever heard. Crazy.
Arch Manning should be a 5th rounder or 4th if he keeps it up. He won't because of his name and like they think they can, he has the.
But talent-wise, he might be.
Yeah, but like, I mean, the fact that Shador went the 5th round with like way less talent and a headache, like at least with Arch Manning is going to be professional. And you can coach that guy, so that's why I think Arch is still going to be a 1st-round pick, but it won't be a good 1st-round pick. Junk says you give Jefferson Stafford, and he would be. You give Jefferson Matthew Stafford, he would be a triple crown. Yeah, and again, I'm not trying to slander my boy Puka. I love Puka. I had Puka everywhere. I want to shout out Mike Story, my main football co-host. He mentioned Puka that year as a rookie coming out. He mentioned him on like every other show, and I didn't know how to pronounce his name. I was like Puka Nakua.
Puka,
who was that player in the combine who ran a 40 and fell and his cock fell out? I think it was Chris Jones. That's probably why he got drafted higher there. Like, this guy's hogged, bro. What's going on, Caps?
Yo, Kappa.
No problem, Josh. Hope to see you again soon, or more questions later.
Thank you,
All
Josh.
good. JSN is approaching Chase and Jefferson territory. He had a great season with Geno, and now
I
having
love
with
JSN.
Darnold.
I would calm down a little on that, but he is ascending hardcore right now. I wouldn't say he's quite
Here's what I'll
Chase
say about
Jefferson, but
JSN, though, is
he's-
that we heard about him coming out with all the great guys he played with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave in college, and they all said, and these guys never admit people are better than them. They're all like, JSN's better than all of us. And then his rookie year, that was the Bears coordinator.
Waldron. Yep.
Who was the guy? Waldron.
Shane
Yeah,
Waldron.
Waldron used them. Granted, they had Lockett and DK. They used them like shit, and that was why. And JSN didn't particularly look great, and he doesn't flash like the other guys do athletically, but it's almost like he doesn't have any wasted movements in his thing. That's why he doesn't look that amazing.
No,
but the
he's
guy is
so
always in the right
smooth.
spot, and he's savvy. Yeah, smooth.
Hey,
He's smooth,
I got him in. I'm in 4 leagues. I got him in 2. I believe in him so much. Like, he's my number 1 receiver in XFL. Like, I love the guy. He's ascending hardcore right now.
Daniel, rest of season, it's Otten. I think this week it's Tunges, baby. It's Tunges for sure.
Well, because you're gonna play, yeah.
But rest of
rest of
season's
season,
on
Otten.
because you're not getting shit from Tunges.
Yep.
Ooh, AJ Brown with a solid quarterback would be better than Chase and Jefferson. That's what makes it frustrating. I can't go there. AJ Brown is more limited as a wide receiver.
AJ Brown's a bum compared to those two.
He's not a bum, but he's
compared to those two. I'm sorry, he is.
Yeah,
he's very good.
A lot of 9 routes. He doesn't have the route tree. He doesn't have the route tree.
And as a player, he's not really a bum, but just compared to those two, AJ Brown doesn't sniff their ass. I'm sorry. Like, that's like he's had years to wow us.
Antonio Brown or Julio Jones?
Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown. But
I'm going Julio. Julio was such a monster, dude. I know he had Matt Ryan, but Antonio Brown had fucking Big Ben. So,
but Julio also was. Julio was just
the end zone.
Yeah,
he was.
And yeah,
I'm going Julio. Julio's probably one of the best receivers I've ever seen in person. No one ran like him. Like, he literally looked like a gazelle out there, and like some of his toe tapping shit in the sideline for a 6'5" was unheard of. No, Hurts isn't the problem. I just don't. He's gonna. I'm still buying AJ Brown rest of season. I'm still buying it. Nick says Rice, Moss, Owens. I'm throwing Steve Smith in there. Well, Steve Smith is a very, very fun player to root for. I love Steve Smith, and that DJ Moore always kind of reminded me of a poor man Steve Smith. Just that small guy that just like he earned every yard he ever got in the NFL. Amazing punt returner, Steve Smith. So yeah, if the Ravens didn't have Lamar Jackson, who would be their future quarterback? Not anyone on the roster.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, it's not good. They have nobody. I don't know why they don't. Like, they thought bringing Cooper Rush was an upgrade as a backup. Like, they'd rather keep Tyler Huntley because at least you could run the same offense with Tyler Huntley, right?
Right.
You know who they should bring in next year? This is what they should do. They should bring in Justin Fields if it doesn't work out with the Jets. It doesn't seem like it's working out with the Jets. That's the guy to bring in and sit behind Lamar, and who knows? What's going on, Adam? Ooh, JSN's a pure route runner. He reminds me almost like a younger Julio. Way different athletically, but I'm trying to think. I think JSN kind of reminds me of like a souped-up Hines Ward. Like a souped-up Hines Ward.
Yeah, I can see that. Much more athletic Hines Ward. Much more athletic.
Where do you rank Steph Diggs? Steph Diggs versus Jefferson and Chase, or Diggs in general? Is this a fantasy question? Because fantasy, I think Steph Diggs is top 24. In real life, I don't think there's a comparison. I love Stephon Diggs, but he's not an all-timer. That's a good call. The Ravens game kind of proves CJ isn't the problem. The O-line is. Now, I will say this. CJ Stroud has regressed as a passer because remember his rookie year, CJ Stroud was hitting guys like crazy. Like, he was just on the run, hitting guys under pressure. He has regressed a bit. I think he lost a little confidence, but you saw it with Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl. When these quarterbacks don't trust their offensive lines, Sam Darnold said it best, seeing ghosts. Like, if you can't trust what's in front of you, you can't trust your eyes downfield. You can't even look downfield. They're looking at their O-line, not downfield. That's the problem. So I'm not giving up on CJ Stroud. I don't think he's going to have a fantasy relevant season, but it's more about what can he do for Nico Collins. Daniel says, I have Kittle for the Otten versus Tunges debate. but I'd have to trade Daniel Jones for Tunges. I'm thinking worth. Yeah, it's nice cover for the rest of the season for Kittle. So if for some reason Kittle doesn't play week 7 or he has a setback, Tunges is that dude. So I do like that. Who's your quarterback? So as long as you have a decent quarterback, trading Daniel Jones is fine. 12-man redraft, half PPR, 2 flex. May, Bijan, Genti, Ibuka, JSN, Theo Johnson, Bill, Dowdle. Yeah, I love that team, man. I love that team. You have Dowdle. Dowdle as your flex right now. Any moves I would think of making would be try to trade Golden. I would try to trade Golden right now if you can get something for him.
And Juwan. Juwan's not going to be useful. I don't think with Hill is back as much.
Try to get a high upside bench stash for Golden and Juwan.
Yeah, I like your team though too. I like the team.
I can't believe that the Falcons lost that Super Bowl. That catch was unreal. Because the other catches we talk about are the catches the Giants made, Manningham and who was the other one? Another bum. Anyways, those were like lucky fluky catches. The Julio Jones catch was like a legitimately like jaw-dropping catch. And the fact they lost that game 28-3 is just that's a mess, man. Yeah, Mouse shouting out the Discord, man. If you guys aren't in it, you need to get in it. The link to the Patreon is in the description. All these questions can be answered full-time, 24/7 for myself, my crew, my loyal OGs, including Mouse South. Also, Downtown Sports, check it out on every streaming platform not named YouTube. Downtown Sports, gotta check it out. They've had Ian Eagle on their show 6 fucking times, for Christ's sakes. That guy's a goat. They get real guests. I get Ray on. No offense to you, Ray. You're not Ian Eagle. I am not Ian Eagle either. Maybe one day. Caleb, should I trade Saquon for Bijan? Yeah, I mean, you're not going to be able to get that done. You're going to have to throw something else in. If you can do like Saquon and Tony Pollard for Bijan, do that all day. Daniel, I'm biased.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
AB. No, AB put up better numbers than Julio. And AB had a hot, like AB's 4-year stretch because, he was like a 5th-round pick or a 6th-round pick and a special teamer. Antonio Brown's 4-year stretch was among the best in fantasy football history and NFL history, but it was a shorter lifespan where Julio had 8, whatever it was. 8. Every year he was in the NFL, besides when he went to the Eagles and Titans or whatever. He had an 8-year stretch of just dominating. So that's what I'll say about that.
Still taking AB.
Yeah. Also, we did kick a punter in the face. So would you trade Waddle for Derrick Henry, Ray?
Oof. Again, I mean, it's hard.
You just gotta think of it just in general. You just gotta
think. No, because
I wouldn't want that.
I know. Waddle. I don't trust Henry. But it's hard.
I trust that team down the stretch.
Well, that was it. That's the thing. When Lamar comes back, things will go back to normal. So Henry.
That's the call. Raptors, best running back in the NFL, Gibbs, McCaffrey, or Bijan. It's Bijan. It's not even close.
Bijan.
I love Gibbs, but it's Bijan.
Bijan, you know.
David Tyree. That's the name. I know Mouth would know. He's a Giants guy. David Tyree helmet catch. I think the Manningham catch wasn't as fluky. That was more legit, like toe tapping sideline. That was a crazier throw by Eli. Getting out of the scrum that Eli was in for the Tyree catch, where he was they should have called that in the grass for sure, but it was Super Bowl, so I appreciate him not calling that.
Also talking about greatest catches in Super Bowl history, Santonio Holmes for the win. That was unreal. But I'm going with the Tyree catch. That's the greatest catch I've ever seen, like in Super Bowl history for sure.
Nick says Patriots winning that game against the Falcons just cemented him as the GOAT in my mind. Yeah, and here's what I'll compare it to. I could compare that to like Spielberg when he makes Saving Private Ryan, right? Spielberg was already the best director of any generation, definitely our generation, and he was multiple generations before. And then he comes out with Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah, he just drops a nuke. It just drops a nuke.
It's like there's no more debate. There's no more debate. Steven Spielberg's the greatest of all time. When Tom Brady comes back, again, that was more about the Falcons losing it than Tom Brady winning it, but he still did all the right things. And Kyle Shanahan fucked that game up. Like the fact that when they were up by 10,
completely blew
and
that game.
Throwing the ball with 4 minutes to go, and then it was a strip sack.
We don't even like this. We don't even like those teams. Like, I mean, I know you're not necessarily the biggest Bears fan anymore. We're so from Chicago. We're Bears fans, and that pissed me off. I'm like, come on.
Right, because I obviously wasn't rooting for Tom Brady. I respect and love Tom Brady, and I love seeing greatness, so I should have probably been rooting for it, because I could say I saw the greatest quarterback ever and the greatest dynasty ever. But that was just a loss by the Falcons. But I actually think going to Tampa Bay cements it for me, where it's never going to be touched, because he went to another 100%. Franchise. He did it without Bill Belichick, right? It proved that it was, in my mind, probably more Tom Brady than Belichick. It's close though, because I'm not going to not give flowers to Bill Belichick, because that guy was turning over the roster, fucking like no other coach or GM could ever wish to do, right?
Right.
Flex PPR, K9, Jennings, or Ridley?
K9.
Not Jennings. Yeah, man, probably K9. I mean, Jennings seems like a good start, but dude, he's going to go out there and play no matter what, because the incentives in his contract, and he could leave this game. That's a problem. Flex Dobbins or Sutton? I think I'm going Dobbins, bro. Just because of the Sauce Gardner aspect, and Dobbins is probably going to score a touchdown.
Yeah, I'm going Dobbins.
This is a great point by Mark. Thank you, Mark. Mark's the man. My number one fan. I got to shout out fucking Mark, baby. Funny you mentioned the look downfield and not the O-line. When you watch Josh Allen play, he never looks at his O-line. His eyes are always downfield. Yes, and it also helps that Josh Allen can see a guy coming at him with like a half second and get away from him, whether he eludes him or just shoves him off. But that's what makes Josh Allen, and now you see that with Lamar as of the last couple of years. They're so elite because they can literally be looking downfield. Like, they don't even need to process as fast as the rest of the guys, because they're buying so much more time, and their arm, like Josh Allen, dude, like when I watch the sad thing about Tua is, like, Tua already looks like shit outside the pocket or under duress. But watching that Thursday night game, I think it was week 3, anytime Tua had to step off his spot, it was a guaranteed like incompletion or pick, where Josh Allen like gets more dangerous as he gets off his spot. And the time he can buy, and like he almost is playing like, you know, when a player in the NBA masters like the pace of the game. You've seen it with LeBron and obviously MJ, where they move at their own pace and they're setting guys up. And like Josh Allen's running between, there's a defender behind him, in front of him, in the sideline. He knows that perfect speed to where the guy behind him won't get him, and he can buy an extra like 3/4 of a second before the guy rushing at him gets to him. And he knows it's just, he's mastered the game of football. And like, that's why I think Josh Allen's better than Mahomes right now. I want Josh Allen on Team X. If I could put them on the Raiders, Josh Allen's going to have a better record, right? That's what I always said about LeBron, like against Kobe. Like, I love Kobe, but if you put Kobe on a team of bums, that team misses the playoffs. You put LeBron on a team of bums, they make the playoffs and probably make the finals. You don't agree? Kobe missed the playoffs a couple times, bro.
How many players have ever said they're afraid of LeBron? Not one.
I don't give a fuck. Dude, look at what actually happened, Ray.
Yeah, me too.
We've seen the Lakers miss the playoffs.
Both LeBron, I would say both MJ and Kobe have more titles than LeBron.
Oh, so you want Kobe over LeBron career? You are on crack cocaine, my man. Dude, get out of here. Your eyes. You need to get glasses, bro. In the chat, let us know. Career, better player, Kobe or LeBron? It ain't even close. LeBron's still an all-star.
LeBron's a pussy. LeBron's a pussy.
Great argument. I love that.
Yeah, it is.
LeBron's a pussy.
It is, because fuck
He's
him.
not a pussy. He's not a pussy, dude.
Yes, he is. That's why
Jesus
he flops.
Christ.
He flops every fucking play.
So Shea Gilgeous-Alexander's a pussy then, because he's the biggest flopper in the league.
Yeah, he is.
Jalen Brunson
that's a Gen Z problem. They're all pussies.
Well, whatever. Jordan flopped too, bro. Shin, would you trade away Justin Jefferson to get A.J. Brown, Brock Bowers, and Ja'Cory Cross-Merritt? Yeah, I would. 10-team league? I mean, I hate doing that a 10-teamer, but you just got to what you got to do here, Shin, is make a correlating move. You trade and get those 3 guys and trade JCM and A.J. Brown for an upgrade. Now you got yourself Brock Bowers and probably like Nico Collins or something.
I'm doing that. As much as it would suck to trade away Justin Jefferson, I'm running and doing that. That you're getting
There's still
3
questions, dude. There's still questions with Jefferson.
Yeah. But I'm saying, but like, he's getting 3 starters, like good starters. So as much as I was hating on A.J. Brown earlier, he's still a good starter. Like, if you're downgrading from Justin Jefferson to A.J. Brown and you're adding Brock Bowers and was that Genty? It said, like,
yeah,
that's a crazy.
JCM. It's JCM.
Bill. But I mean, that's an amazing upgrade. I would do that for sure.
Start one full PPR, ETN or Brees. I think it's ETN.
Yeah, ETN right now.
Safer flex, full PPR, Bourne or Ridley. Safer flex is Ridley. Better play might be Bourne, depending on the Jennings injury, like we said.
I would go Ridley, and that just fully it all believes on Jennings' injury. If Jennings is not playing, go Bourne.
Ski, last question. Which team out of these two are more likely to make the Super Bowl, Chiefs or Eagles? What do you got, Ray?
It's a good question. I guess I'm gonna say just go the Eagles because they won the Super Bowl last year. They're the better team right now. I mean, again, it's hard to bet against Mahomes, but they're like I said, I'm just a little down on them right now because I understand they have a lot of injuries with their skill players, but nonetheless, there's just something. It just seems something off about that. Like even Mahomes has been missing some really easy throws that are just weird. I don't know. There's just.
Yes.
I'll
tell you why the answer. The answer is the Eagles because they don't have to play Josh Allen to get there. That's the answer. And I like the Packers, and I like the Lions, and I like the Niners, I guess. But dude, the Bills, it's their time. They need it this year. And again, don't count out the Ravens if they get healthy. If they make the playoffs, Ravens are a tough matchup. And the NFC has maybe a deeper conference, but it's not as top heavy. And the top heavy part is the Eagles.
In the AFC,
Can you explain how Bijan is better than Jonathan Taylor? I'll tell you this, because Jonathan Taylor has been injury prone in his career, and this will be his two bomb years and 3 bomb years where he bombed. Bijan is a better athlete, a better pass catcher, and a better all-around back, and he's never missed a game. That's why. So,
and Bijan's just the stud because I love him. But Bijan never missing a game, that's a huge thing.
I got one for you, Ray. So he's talking about if Brady doesn't have Belichick, he doesn't, do what he did. I get that. What do you think of Peyton Manning? If you swap Peyton Manning and Tom Brady, you put Tom Brady, and I'm not trying to slander Tom Brady, but you put Tom Brady on the Colts, you put Peyton Manning on all those teams. Do you think it's the same situation? Do you think it's 7 or let's say call it 6 championships for Brady? Because I do personally. They're different quarterbacks, right?
So you're saying not Manning and Belichick. You're saying Brady in Indianapolis with Dungy.
Yes.
I don't think they would have as many championships. I don't think it would be equal, but I do think that Tom Brady would still probably end up winning 3 or 4, maybe or 2 to 4. I'll say because he would win multiple. He would win multiple. I'd be more confident to say that.
I got you, Adam. This is why you tune into the show because it's beyond the box score. So when they paid Jennings that contract bump before the year because he held out, most of his contract bump was all incentives based on his numbers. So that's going to incentivize him. If he doesn't play 14 games this year, there is no way he's getting any of those incentives. So that's why you've seen him play hurt this year. And if he had gotten a normal, fully guaranteed contract, the motherfucker would be sitting on the bench. So he is way more likely, and I appreciate that he's going to be more likely to play. But the problem is he's going to play when he probably shouldn't. Therefore, he's more at risk for injury and leaving the game early and missing like Jalen Waddle or T. Higgins kind of thing. That's the issue that's a unique issue to Juwan Jennings right now that not many other players have. A lot of players have contract incentives, but half the dude's fucking contract is incentives this year. It's $7.5 million. I think he can earn don't quote me on this. I think he can earn 7 more with incentives, and he wants to get at least 3.5 of those. So he's going to play. He's someone who was it? Dave said he's going to be like a Saving Private Ryan, picking up his goddamn arm in the field to get out there and play. We got to okay. That's the point. So Nick says he agrees. A lot of people are saying Kobe way over LeBron. A lot of people like it, but I mean, I don't know. I watch basketball a lot, and LeBron's the smartest basketball player I've ever seen. He's way more physically dominant, and Kobe was better offensively, better scorer. He's a better scorer, but LeBron made his teammates better, always has, always will, and a better defender than Kobe. That's close. But early in his career, I'd say LeBron was a better defender. Later in his career, Kobe maintained his defense a little bit more. But LeBron could literally guard 1 through 5, and Kobe could never do that. That's the difference. 1 through 5, baby. Dak or May this week? It's Dak, right?
Yeah.
It's a good matchup against the Carolina, bro. Nick says Kobe wasn't even the best player on his team for those championships. Shaq was. Well, that's true. I'm also going to refer to the other 2 championships, but Pau Gasol and Andrew Bynum were both all, I'm saying Pro Bowl. They were both all-stars. Pau Gasol's a Hall of Famer. I mean,
I mean, since you guys clear it too, LeBron dick riders, there's no reason to even have conversations about this with you two. So,
Here's one guy. Yeah, thank you, Nick. I love you, Nick.
I love you too,
Josh.
Nick.
I love Kobe too, dude. I love Kobe. Like I love
I'm
Kobe's
just
a top five player to
I'm
me.
just fucking with you guys.
Kobe's a top 5 player.
You know I love being a
LeBron's
troll.
Number 2.
Fuck
LeBron's
yeah,
number
man.
2.
Yeah.
Hold on, you want to be a troll? I got to play this for you. This is Ray right now. He's got to be the troll.
Gotta pay the troll toll to get into this boy's hole. You gotta pay the troll toll to get in. You want this baby boy's hole, you gotta pay the troll toll.
Stop. All right, not bad. I feel like you're saying boy's hole, and it's clearly soul. So it's boy's soul.
You gotta pay the troll toll to get into this boy's hole.
Right there. It sounds like hole. Like if you drag that, are you chewing gum?
Yeah.
Are you chewing gum?
Chewing gum? That's the best part. Rick James is in here. Super freak. What's up, man?
Super
Fuck your
freak.
couch.
Fuck your
So
couch.
Debo is hurt. I have to start someone from Monday Night Football if he doesn't play. It's between Keon Coleman and Luke McCaffrey. I think I'm going Keon Coleman. I mean, I know Luke is good. It's gonna be a good situation, but
I have Keon Coleman in one league. He's done good 1 week. I looked up Luke McCaffrey. He's done way better multiple weeks. So that's just me. I mean,
I just think Keon Coleman's going to catch a touchdown. Miles says Kobe is more clutch. That doesn't make him better. People get confused. Kobe is the second most clutch player in NBA history. LeBron has passed a lot of those chances up. And the thing is, he has made the right basketball play, but he trusts in bum teammates, which is that's not good. It's the NBA. Make her fucking wide open corner 3, bro. That's all I got to say. Danielle Marshall.
I just love that you guys just LeBron's in my all-time starting 5. So like I don't hate LeBron. He's just like
Raptors. This
the
isn't
fact that you guys
the question wasn't who's more scared of. Yes, Kobe was a killer, so everyone was scared of Kobe. He's Dan Campbell. He'll bite your knees off, bro. Let's try to get off this one because I can go on this all day. We'll have some shows in the
you and I can go literally all night until the morning the sun rises on this.
Hetzer, Eagles are playing. They were playing like they were 4-0, and the Super Bowl hangover
thing.
They
overlooked them. But overlooked them, no doubt. That was a big overlooked game on them. They fucked up on that.
Who's in a worse situation, Burrow or Dak? It's Burrow because
Burrow.
At least Dak has a competent offensive line. They both have dumbass owners, but like honestly, Jerry Jones is a way better owner than Brown.
Dude, the Bengals owner. We bitch as Bears fans about our own. We bitch about the Bears owner for Bears fans, our owners. I mean, luckily they may be changing thoughts a little bit slowly as time goes on, but the Bengals owners are by far the worst in the league. Like, I mean, Jerry Jones too. I mean, they both could have saved thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars by just paying those guys their stars early and not trading away Micah. But that's why they suck.
Nick says Bill or Dubs flex. It's Bill.
Right? Bill by a mile. Yeah.
One last LeBron, maybe a couple more LeBron. As much as I don't like LeBron, I still have to choose him to build a team around. He could play every position except for 5. Probably could, but not great. Kobe more of a dog, but LeBron's vision and understanding of plays is unmatched. He's a coach on the fucking floor. He's also a coach killer. I will say that as much as I love LeBron, coach killer. No problem, Adam. Leafy, can't wait for the NBA regular season to start. Last year I was clearing an extra $600 to $800 a month. Nothing crazy, but damn straight, baby. I love betting NBA. We're going to be doing NBA
Leafy.
segments once NFL's over. Fun fact, Gasol never won one playoff game without Kobe. That's true. I'm just saying facts are facts.
Thank you, Bongie Chung.
Let's see. Mark says, I don't think coaching matters for Manning, but if Manning played on those Patriots teams that Brady did, players around him, he had more rings. I don't know if he had more rings. No. I was more curious of what Tom Brady would do on the Colts. I think that's more the curious thing.
And I'm sticking with. I think he won how many with Bill? 5, right? Because he won 6, right?
6.
And they won 6. He won 7. So I'm going 2 to 4. Yeah. So that still means a dynasty or being quote if they won 3, it's a dynasty. If they won 2, being on so he would have been awesome.
Would Sterling Shepard be okay for a half-point PPR in flex spot since Evans, Godwin, and Irving are out? Kate Otten might be as viable. I'd rather start Shepard than Kate Otten. I obviously prefer Shepard in full PPR, but like he's a fine start. No problem, Rick James. Josh says my team is decimated with injuries, so I have to decide between Io Manor, Vidal, or Njoku in the flex. It's Njoku, bro, especially in full PPR. It's Vidal is a question mark. Manor, I mean, they were playing Shamir DK a lot. They were playing Tyler Lockett last week. They're playing 2 tight ends, Gunnar Helm and Okonkwo. Like, they have Tajay Spears back. There's just a lot there. And give me Njoku, who's essentially the number 1 target. Burrow needs a GoFundMe so he can have a secret stash so he can run away from Cincy. Yeah, like an abused partner would run away from a spouse. We need to get that going here. Once I get my show up and running with the GoFundMes, then we will take over and hook up Joe Burrow. He has the money though. Do you think the blame is on Burrow for wanting to play with? Yes, I will give some blame to Joe Burrow, who is adamant about signing and paying T. Higgins. Invest in defensive ends and cornerbacks and secondary, and invest in offensive line. God damn it, you didn't need T. Higgins. You have Yoshi Vosh. Yoshi's fine.
No, that was dumb. Higgins is a good receiver, but they wasted so much money by signing him.
Nick, you're fine with Marvin Diggs this week. It could be a lot worse. Flournoy or Coleman? It's Keon Coleman, baby. He's still the number 1 for Josh Allen. And half PPR, you think Warren or Olave is a better start?
Warren.
Probably Jalen Warren.
Olave gets more targets, but Warren just gets more production. So Warren. Yeah,
full PPR would probably be Olave for me, but in half, we want, we definitely want the running back. Njoku lost his best friend Flacco. Yeah, I'll say this though: under Gabriel is not capable of throwing to wide receivers. They're not gonna throw the ball outside the numbers with him, and Judkins is not a pass catcher, so like that's tight end central, dude. Michael Carter, I think it's Michael Carter over Sterling Shepard.
I agree.
Do you agree?
Yep.
Last name McAuliffe. What's up, dude? Big help needed. Needed Worthy / Sutton. Lines are super with Worthy projected full PPR. Buka / Puka are locks. Man, I think it's Sutton over Worthy. I know the matchup's tougher. His individual matchup with Sauce, but Sutton is so likely to score a touchdown. I feel like this game. So I know it's full PPR, but yeah, give me. I
would say that just like you said earlier with somebody's question, Rob. If you are projected, like the favorite to win, I would go Worthy. If you need the more upside, or I'm sorry, yeah. I mean, if you need points, I would go Worthy because Worthy has a better floor, in my opinion.
Nick says Joe Burrow is going to end up being Andrew Luck. I mean, I hope he doesn't retire, but this is essentially going to be 3 full
seasons. Nick, bite your tongue.
And,
I hope not.
And all 3 though. But look at there's the hand injury, the weird hand wrist injury, the ACL, and now we're looking at a fucking toe. Like, I mean, how many more body parts can the man lose before he's RoboCop? And like, we don't want Robo. He could still be
his
good.
Right thumb. His right thumb. Nico, don't be so pessimistic, Dan.
Hey, keep the faith, Hetzer. Keep the faith, baby. And I appreciate you as well, man. Hopefully you subscribe to the channel. You can get down here 7 nights a week or whenever you're free to get all this awesome information, these awesome guests like Big Ray, beyond the box score stuff, this community. Hetzer, you got to get in the Discord, baby. Check out the description here. Get the Patreon. That's only $5 for the Discord. And there's other perks in there too. And get in the Discord, man. You can get all these questions answered 24/7 from myself, my crew, and this community. So we're all about helping each other out and winning money because none of us are really in the same leagues together besides me and Ray here. But I don't want to talk about those. I'm fine.
You're
4-1 and 3-2. I mean,
I know. Oh no, you're hot. You're the only one who's hot. You're the one who's hot on my ass and deep balls deep. So,
well, I'm gonna whoop your ass and balls deep. We already have that side bet. You're fucked.
Oh.
I have CMC, Jonathan Taylor, and who's my other running back?
I don't care what you got.
Oh, I have Bijan, CMC, and Jonathan Taylor in a 10-man super flex. Good luck. Good luck, bro.
Good luck to you too. I'm 5-0.
Marver Diggs this week in full PPR. It's Diggs. It's probably Diggs and everything. It's standard. It's probably Marv, but it's Diggs.
Yeah, Diggs. Like I said, I did that Diggs to May connections heating up real hot right now. So I'm rolling with Diggs.
Yeah, the Bengals are just a bad franchise, and they're not as bad as the Browns, but they're damn near close, man. And they're in the same state. It's fucking rough, man.
Yeah, no, I mean, literally, like it's painful to us as all of us are football fans and we're all fantasy fans, so it means we like watching all the games, everybody. It's painful to watch.
Sorry, Cheerio, I got you. Sorry, Cheerio. Thoughts? Sometimes this is hard to manage this. Sometimes I do miss some questions. My bad. Thoughts on Marv with Kyler absence? It's not great. I think I said earlier in the show he's in the 30ish range.
We're talking like high end, mid to high end wide receiver 3. So
Jacoby Brissett's just not good for wide receivers in fantasy. I will say this though. At least Jacoby Brissett's 6'5", and you could probably see him. So there's a chance this is actually good for him. I'm just saying it's a lower chance, and there's a more of a chance it's bad for him. So but they're going to have to be throwing the ball, right? And again, Jacoby Brissett's not like the worst thing in the world, right? Like there's worse.
No, I just think that Trey McBride's going to get more of the bump than Marvin. So
and he will get some receiving work, Mark. Judkins will. It's just not, he doesn't, he's fine, right? He's better than Derrick Henry, but he's not Bijan, right? He's fine at receiving, but they just don't, they kind of take him off the field in those situations too, and that's fine. Give me 19 carries from Judkins. Give me all the goal line work. That's all you need. Let's see. What about Chapel Bill? Is Chapel Bill, is that JCM? Is that what we call him?
yeah. I mean, if Bill's if Bill's in the name, we know it's JCM. I didn't know Chapel. I didn't know Chapel Bill is his nickname, but that's a pretty good nickname. Yeah. Chapel Bill is a great start this week. As a Bears fan, I love the Bears more than anything, but their run defense sucks. So
yeah, he should get more targets. I don't know what like value. The thing is, it might be better in PPR for him because he might get some more checkdowns because Kyler does not hit on timing routes. So, well, yeah, Bijan's practically a receiver that happens to be the best running back in the league. That's why Bijan's the fucking shit. Oh, he said no Bill Belichick. Chapel Bill because he's in Chapel Hill.
Oh,
terrible. What a bad hire. What a bad hire.
Dude, that's a disaster. He's letting a 24-year-old run his life. It's a shit show.
Bill Belichick. You should have just retired, bro. Just retire. Yeah. I'm going to put my bets up for you guys one more time. Again, a lot of these lines has changed. This is another reason you guys need to get on the Discord. I'll release all of these in a time right when I bet them. So these are the numbers you're going to get. Right now, currently, we have Justin Fields at like 43.5 yards. I still don't hate it. Brian Thomas is at 60, so that's actually not that much higher. And Lad McConkey, this is I bet this one on Thursday. So now it's probably 5.5 receptions because it was minus 120 with 4.5. So, yeah, it sucks to bet these now, unfortunately. But record speaks for itself, man. We went 7-1 last week. Only did 3 plays. I only like 3 this week. I'll do 1 on Sunday night and then 2 on Monday, most likely. So, at the very least, subscribe. And I do release a full-length video, not a stream, on all these bets. So, you'll get them before the game on the primetime games. But for Sunday bets, you want to get the Discord so you can get these 2 days early. Last name, Bourne TD odds plus 270, Tunges plus 290, Vidal over 1.5 receptions. I like Vidal over 1.5 receptions, brother. That's a really good one. I like that. I think I like Tunges plus 290 over Bourne just because we don't know about the Jennings thing. Hell yeah, man. I love when people keep guys in their lineup. I've in my $500 league, I'm 5-0 right now, and I had a guy starts. It was someone that played Thursday night that was out. It might have been Kittle week 2. It was something like that. I won by 1 point, and he had a bunch of guys on the bench. So, like, you know what? I manage 25 fantasy leagues. I never make those. I think in the last 5 years, I've left an injured player in my lineup once, and it was like a 3 o'clock start that I didn't know the news until an hour before. I just missed it. So I take pride in always filling out a lineup. And with 25 leagues, that's a lot tougher to do. No one plays that many leagues. So that's on them, man. I don't feel bad for people making dumb mistakes. That's why that's one way to always just have an advantage, right? Is just always just fill out your lineup. Whether you make the right or wrong decision, at least you're making a goddamn decision, right? Like Rams game.
I'm pissed about that. That pisses me. We're so early in the season. Like, you should be filled. That's crazy. But
is this right from McAuliffe? Thank you for the info, dude. Rams game, 19-mile-an-hour winds versus Baltimore at noon. I'm worried because I'm starting Cardi, man, a lot. That worries me about Cardi. You know what I'm saying? I don't like starting kickers with fucking crazy wind. So I gotta confirm that. But thank you for getting that to my attention. I might have to. I'm looking at Cardi in like 8 spots.
So I mean, what Yahoo's saying. I mean, obviously, I'm sure whatever that person looked up is more accurate. But it's saying temperature game 65 degrees, 12-mile-per-hour winds. But let me look up Baltimore's weather.
Mouth is not wrong here. He does do that, but you know what? Mouth's passion is what makes Mouth the shit. So we love him in the Discord. We love him on the channel here. So appreciate you, bro. Hetzer says, I have Brock Purdy as my main quarterback. I have to start Trevor Lawrence this week. I could start Mac Jones. Trevor Lawrence is fine. He's running the ball now. I think that's fine. Yeah, he's not ruled out officially, but it doesn't seem good, Mark. I would say 25% chance QJ plays.
So Rob, it does say that for Baltimore, anywhere from 15 to 25 mile per hour winds.
I don't like that, bro. I might have to bench Cardi. I might have to like drop Cardi and just pick up someone else.
I might have to not start Matthew Stafford. But that's not 4 mile per hour winds. So
no, I'm not as worried about the players.
Yeah.
I'm just
the
kicker is definitely affected. Like there's no 50-yard attempts in that, and like,
no, right.
Yeah, could Cardi still have three 35-yarders and a couple extra points? Yes. But he could also miss a couple extra points and miss a 35-yarder, which is usually automatic. And you always get the Rams getting their fucking field goals blocked. We've seen that a bunch of times this year.
Right.
I am glad that came to my attention. So thank you for that one. Knicks, I had to change my team name to 49ers after all my injuries this year. And the 49ers are having the same goddamn thing, man.
Sorry, Nick. I changed my name last year to Oopsie IR Raid. Oops,
Again, Downtown Sports. Check out Downtown
Raid.
Sports. Mouth is a very intense dude that is very passionate about his Giants. Now, he's not upset about his Giants right now because they are fucking bash brothering it up right now. Nick, yeah, I had
oh God.
I had Burrow and Neighbors go down. He had Burrow, Neighbors, and Chuba. Yeah. I'm more upset because I traded Mbuka for Neighbors the week he got hurt. So like but again, you can't predict injuries. Like it's just like that's my season because I already lost Burrow and I was gonna be fine without Burrow because my team was stacked. Mbuka was my wide receiver 3. And now I'm fucking starting like I traded for Calvin Ridley, luckily. I traded low for Calvin Ridley, which was actually a good trade. But like I don't think I'm winning a championship because of Calvin Ridley. Might make me the playoffs, but cheerio. That's rough, bro. He had Burrow, Benson, Neighbors, and Hampton. Now Benson's only a bad loss because he became the starter, but like that's still a 10th round pick. But Burrow, Neighbors, and Hampton. And Hampton was just taken off, man. Well, I'm just telling you, I would still want Neighbors over Ibuka if they were healthy, right? I'm not going to go that far because like Dart looks fine. I mean, we just saw Wando Robinson have a 20-point game. I mean, like Neighbors is a top 5 receiver, real life and fantasy in the NFL. So I still don't regret that. And in fact, I had to throw in Jordan Mason. But there's no flex. The problem with that league is there's no flex. I would never made that trade if there was a flex. Like I wanted to get rid of Mason was the thing because I had Henry and this is before Henry went to shit. Henry and JT, and I couldn't start Mason. And I was like, okay, I'll upgrade wide receiver 3 and get rid of my bench running back. And we don't always make good trades. We don't. And that I don't feel bad about losing it because that was an outside issue that mattered, the injury. Neighbors was healthy going into that game, and it just fucking sucks, man. You know what? Things happen. I'm gonna keep grinding. I was 3-0. Now I'm 3-2. I gotta win this week against Brian. I'll be 4-2. I'll make the playoffs, and then you know what? In the playoffs, anything can fucking happen.
Damn right.
You know what, Nick? That's why I have 25 leagues, and that's only $150 buy-in. That is my lowest buy-in that I have. So it also is one of the leagues I want to win the most because I've been in this league forever, and we have a all-night draft party like in person. So it's one of those pride. I want the pride more than I want the money because there isn't much money in that league. And everyone just thinks I suck at fantasy. I have won it once. I've won it once out of 10 years. So it's a 12-man league. I'm still above bar. You know what I mean? You've won it twice, Ray?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
And I'm a current reign champ going for 3-peat 5-0 in your league. So
yeah, well, before you joined, I won 3 in a row, and then we've won the last 5, Ray, and you were only been in it 2 years. Put some respect on this man's name. Put some fancy respect on this man's name.
All these other people on that league except I know Kappa, but everyone else must hate me. They're like, who the hell is this dirty Ray Vaughn?
Hey, cheerio, never give up, especially a home league. Still set your lineup if you're eliminated. In my Fantrax public leagues, I don't give a fuck because I see people do it all the time, and it screws me when I need a team to lose to make it the playoffs in one of those. So if I'm in my 18 Fantrax leagues, when I'm eliminated, I pretty much stop setting my lineup. Maybe I'll go through and set it, but I have 14, 15, 16 other teams that are in the playoffs. I'm going to set those lineups. But in home leagues, definitely do it because it's disrespecting your friends. Miles says, wait till I start talking Knicks. I might die on the pod. Hey, Knicks look good this year, man. It's not even about the Knicks looking good. It's the East is decimated. The Celtics are done. Giannis has no chance this year. The Pacers are done. So should I trust Debo to play Monday? I'd have to drop either Mason, May, or Evans. Rough injuries. Yeah, because you can't put him on the IR. And you could drop May, I guess, but I don't want to do that. I mean, put someone else in. I guess you have to put someone else in. Oh, God. I don't know if we can talk about Trae Young taking the East. But, they have a good team. They do have a good team there in Atlanta. Well, one of the following up mine with a championship loss next year because I dropped Purdy in the championship game. Would have won for that. I hate the quarterback conundrum. I hope he's a Knick. I hope Giannis for New York, for Giannis, like get that guy out of Milwaukee. He won a championship for you. Set him free, right?
Yeah,
set him free. You know what the quote
sure.
is? If you truly love something, you set it free. If you know you can't give it what they deserve, set Giannis free. He won you a championship. Rebuild. Milwaukee needs to rebuild anyway. Do I have to pay for the Discord link? I don't see it. You got to go to the Patreon, Hetzer. If you sign up for the Patreon, it's $5 a month. You get in the Discord. I'll get your email and I'll send it to you. Unfortunately, I have the 38 people in there that are OGs. I also don't want 500 people in there because then it would kind of take away from the community. I would like 500 people in there, but like I can't just have 500 people. You know what I'm saying, right? That's just too much. Like it's already a popping chat. Like it's like a like a fantasy chat, Ray, with a bunch of different channels. So if you want to join Hetzer, we'd love to have you, man. We'd love to have you. Also, there's other tiers too. If you want to play fantasy leagues with us, you want to be a guest on the show. I love having guests on the show from the fans on the show. So a lot of good options there. 8 Crazy Nights. That's a good movie. Stafford and Baker +2 passing touchdowns. Ibuka, Adams, Dobbins, Sharp, anytime touchdowns. Thoughts? I mean, it's a lot. I'll start with Baker and Stafford. I like the Baker and Stafford thing for sure, especially angry Stafford, and then Ibuka, Adams, Dobbins, Sharp. I like the running backs. So yeah, it does seem good in theory. And Adams and Stafford have some nice correlation there. So, so this is the question about the Debo thing. I have to drop someone because I have Hampton, Rice, Jefferson, Kittle, the rest on my bench. Yeah, who's your starting quarterback? Did he say? Obviously you have a better quarterback, so.
Yeah, no, he didn't say.
Hetzer, man, we'd love to have you in the Discord, bro. I'm telling you, it's worth the price of admission. Like I said, if you want to get even a higher up tier, again, you're supporting this channel, making this 7 days a week for me. A lot of good options there, dude. Free merch. Once I get it rolling again, I'm getting new hats. These are the old hats. The new hats are gonna be sharp with the new logo, white and gray. Let's see. Milwaukee loves nothing. Neither does James Dolan. Oh, James Dolan, Jesus. Trae Young sub from All-Star 3 years in a row. So yeah, he's snub, but Trae Young's not a great basketball. I mean, he's just not a winner. I had higher hopes for Trae Young. I don't know what the hell happened there.
After he entered,
his numbers are good.
Well, when he entered the league, he like let it on fire, and he just never followed it up really.
But if he can be more of a playmaker, and I just feel like his teammates don't like him. But like Kristaps is there, Porzingis, that's nice. They have some pretty good depth there, and the East is wide open. Ooh, can you imagine putting LeBron and Giannis on a team 4 or 5 years ago? Ray would hate that.
No, but they would have been awesome. They could play center power forward.
Duarte, I don't really pay attention to college basketball too much, but if it's a Kansas Jayhawks team, I'm always going to give them a chance because that's a fucking powerhouse program. Oh, it's Mahomes. Yeah. You can drop Drake May, dude. Unfortunately, Mahomes is a Week 10 bye, so that's going to be coming up soon. Just pick up any bum. Like you don't want to lose this week because of Debo. I would much rather lose Drake May when you have Mahomes. Mahomes doesn't get hurt. Like it's risky, but like you know what's riskier is losing this week because Debo sits and you have to drop Debo. You don't want to drop Debo, I think is the point.
Right.
All right, gentlemen, we're winding down here. I'm gonna put my bets up on the screen one more time, and I will get who's better, Giannis or Joke. Oh man. I
Joke
think
is right now,
athletically
right now,
like
but
career though.
Yeah.
I mean, it should be Giannis, but like Joker's doing.
I'm still thinking. That's a good answer again. Should be Giannis, but I'm going joking, man.
You know what? No, I'm going to go Giannis just because Giannis is one of the top 8 defensive players ever to play the game, and Jokic is just not a good defender. He's been a formidable defender now.
And that's fair.
Offensive player different. Like, give me the defense, dude.
No, he's not a defensive maker, difference maker by any means. So.
Yeah, good call. He could possibly get May back too. So that's the thing. If
you think you can possibly get him back, then yeah.
I'm gonna put the bets up one more time for you guys. Again, these are a little off because I place these bets on Wednesday and Thursday. The show comes out Friday, so you can if you don't want to get in the Discord, you want the early plays like earlier than tonight. You can get them on the Friday show. Beating the Odds is released. It's a short video I put out, not a stream, and you can get closer to these numbers. But like, if you want the actual numbers, 24-12 this year. Look at all those other records. Like that's all documented. Every video is out there. There's no bullshitting that. Ray will collaborate that. All prop bets. I don't fuck around with lines, bro, because lines are silly. I only line I bet this year was Bengals week 1 -5.5 against the Browns, and I lost it. So I'm like 30% on lines, bro. I don't know how. My wife picks games better than me. I'm bad at it. I'm really good at prop bets because it correlates with fantasy football. But anyways, any last questions you guys have, we will answer. Other than that, we got to take off. Long day of football tomorrow. Long day of football, gentlemen. It's gonna be good though. I don't mind that early game. I want to watch Justin Fields play, not just because I have the bet. I want to watch the game. And I like watching Denver play. I hate watching Sean Payton on the sideline. That ugly old. He looks like an old woman. He looks terrible.
Hey,
he sucks.
Hey, no, you suck.
You like Sean Payton?
Dude, I went to Eastern Illinois. He's from Eastern Illinois. I was in a fraternity, Sigma Chi, and he was in Sigma Chi. Yeah, it's like by default, man. Of course.
Plus, you want to pick up Ridley over McCaffrey, bro, because
for sure.
Maybe
Ridley.
This week McCaffrey, but rest of the season is Ridley over McCaffrey. I'd rather have the guy further along. Yeah, Ridley. Hey, I don't mind. The Jets are going to surprise some people. I might eat those words, but Mark, thank you for being awesome and watching every stream. I appreciate you. Sorry I missed last night's stream. Last night was the first night. I think I've missed 2 nights in the last 2.5 months. I've done every night besides 2. So again, that's why I'm hard on you guys trying to support this channel, because I'm going to be doing this shit like even more. Imagine when I actually start making money on this. Like I'm already doing 3 hours a night sometimes. This ends up being a 2.5-hour stream. I didn't have the energy tonight. I'm a little still down on the I'll explain what happened to you with YouTube, Ray. But anyway, there's no super chat for now. It'll be back. But yeah. So let's see. Brewers. I think the Brewers are going to get smoked by the Dodgers.
Yeah, they're definitely going to get smoked. They can't hit home runs, so that's going to be their downfall.
Bo Nix should ball out, I think. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Hetzer. He's not getting benched. You can't be benched. Don't get benched. NFL Week 6. Let's see surprises we get this far. Thank you, Travis, for the kind words, man. A lot more of this coming at you guys. So hopefully you subscribe. You can get all these notifications because the times vary. Usually it's 10 p.m. during the week, and then weekends or later shows like 11 and 12. This is all Central times. And then after like Monday Night Football, Sunday Night Football, Thursday Night Football is 10:30, usually 20 minutes after the game gets over. Big Ray, appreciate you coming on, man. You killed it. I'm glad we got the audio working. We'll get better in the future on that. We'll figure something out. But this was awesome. Appreciate all you guys. Again, hopefully you subscribed. Tomorrow night, we'll be doing a 10:30 show roughly after Sunday Night Football is over with Mike Story, my #1 co-host. Again, thank you, Ray. Thank you to the chat. You guys are awesome. Love your life. Stay positive. Stay positive. Let's watch some football tomorrow.